You go in and out. What's up?
How do you turn this shit down?
You gotta go back to the if you want to turn me down, you just right click on my name and you'll see a volume.
Yeah, I gotta turn you down, son. Holy shit.
Actually, I need to turn him up unless he's got his mic turned down.
I think I did. I turned it down a little bit.
Yeah, let me turn you up a little bit. As long as you don't change it, and now it blasts everybody.
How's
Are either
that?
one of y'all streaming?
I am.
Not yet.
All right, let me get at least one of y'all on screen. I thought I seen your stream end, but you must have started another one. Huh?
Yeah.
See, I like how clear this is. This is nice.
Yeah, it puts a.
My only problem is it doesn't play. It doesn't pick up my controller headset. I mean, it picks it up, but it won't use it as my main mic.
I don't. I've always had the Elgato mic, so my headset goes right into my mic. Gunter, Zach, I was just gonna say something. I done forgot.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
We got a long time.
Yeah, we got a little bit. Anyways, I do have to be up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so. But yeah, we'll go. We're all good. Josh, are you streaming?
I'm about to. Give me 1 second.
All right. When you get that pulled up, I'm gonna move you over to my screen, and then we'll get it rolling.
How's everybody doing?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
Another day, another dollar.
Good, man. Just hey, I might have to dip out just for 1 second when this lady stops by. I wasn't gonna try to hold it up any longer. I'm like,
good. Just let us know. I'll throw a 30-second commercial in here.
It might be longer than that. I'll just step away. Y'all can.
Lame-o, dude.
Dude, I gotta go over my fucking work with a customer. Okay.
Service.
That's right.
Customer service. It's always right.
Dude, I'm more of a salesman than I am an actual fucking detailer. So.
All right, where's your? Here it is.
Josh, is this your first time using Discord, dude?
Yeah, it is. Can you tell?
I can.
Mm-hmm. I just said, I've been
audio, like its mic settings, like puts a what's it called? It suppresses it too, so it doesn't pick up a lot of background noise.
Like my keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck your keyboard.
I got a pretty loud keyboard. I don't know if y'all can hear mine. Hold on.
No. I gotta. Where's your? I know I follow your.
Can't hear that.
Here.
Nah.
No.
Yeah, they suppress it pretty good. I got a loud ass keyboard.
My wife wants to tune in because she wants to hear what shit we're talking.
Clickety click.
All
right, let me move over. I'm gonna put you up on screen here, Zach.
Yeah. I did the same.
This is how I had it set up. So if you're watching my stream right now, this is how I had it set up with Black Sheep and Frontman. I'll put Josh down here at the bottom below you.
There we go. Do that one there.
See a little bit of your chat and stuff too, though. It's a little hard for me to pay attention. My ADHD's all over the place. So
I think we're all in the same boat, bro.
I try to read y'all's and mine. I didn't get rid of my third monitor, but it's above. I got it turned off. I don't use it anymore now that I don't play games and stream and stuff. So it's kind of useless. I'll use it as a TV or something.
Yeah, I'm debating on it because I have a bunch of other monitors and stuff, but I don't have enough room for them here, and I got TVs that I use for gaming. But straight in front of me, I have this nice big ass open wall. I'd like to put one of my big TVs on there. I'm gonna be watching stuff.
Hang you up like a 32 or a 42 or something like nature, and then you'll be set. You'd be like Martin, have like four monitors.
Him up while we're doing that.
Yeah. Especially if you got paintball as your background.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we get off on that direction, dude, those videos that I sent y'all.
Oh, come on.
I don't understand it. Maybe y'all can explain it a little bit better. I don't understand it.
Well, like I said in the messages, basically you're not really shooting at people.
You just don't want somebody to move. So it's like, what's the point of the game if they can't move?
Well, You do shoot at people, but it's about making the right. It's all right. So if you imagine chess and checkers, two whole different games. Paintball is like chess. It's literally all about timing. It's about inches. It's about your game plan. Because one game, you guys go to 5 different bunkers, right? And then the other team's shooting at all different directions because they don't know which way you're going. You only got 5 guys. So not all 5 guys normally shoot. Some guys run. So you might have 3 guys shoot and 2 guys run. So now you can only cover a certain amount of area. People are going to get through, right? It's just a matter of, it happens. No matter what, you can shoot a lane and someone can get through.
Why is it continuous fire? You know, why is it not like when you think you're seeing somebody about to move, throw some rounds downfield, not just continue to throw rounds down the field the entire time?
Because then it's already too late. You basically
enough shot to know when somebody's about to step out or trying to move, and then get your shot on point. Instead of doing that, you just be like, "Hey, I don't know if I'm gonna hit him or not. Let me just throw rounds down."
You're just basically covering a gap in case that guy moves, right?
In your lane.
Yeah. And in case that guy does move, I gotta save this. And he should technically go into.
Wham, bam, there.
All right, I can pull you up.
He should go into your lane. But if you're good, you can see the lane of paint. So you wait. And then you say, okay, wait, that person's reloading. They're not shooting at me anymore. Then you go. So the moment you reload is when most people go. The moment you take your gun down off that lane and not shoot, they go. Now you also got to remember, it's not Call of Duty to where you can fucking shoot behind the person and get hit markers. You actually have to lead the target. You have to shoot in front of the person.
Just got to bring in Call of Duty and all this stuff.
It's like, how was that game? Because they still call it speedball, right?
Yeah.
Or is that still?
Yeah. Yep.
How's it fun?
Dude, the adrenaline rush is just.
You just got paint flying at you. Like if you're one of those guys that are having to move.
That's me.
You're just like, you got paint flying at you the entire time.
Yeah. Dude. So okay. So.
Right?
What don't you find that's not fun about it though?
Is it one hit and you're done like any other?
Yep. Yeah. Anywhere on you or your gun.
When you got balls flying at you like, hey, dude, you're going to get hit like fucking 20 times. I mean,
you got to duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
What's the one time, dude? You're not going to get hit one time.
You don't like balls flying at you? I mean.
No, unless they're my own.
Whoa. I didn't say that.
But,
I can get a little, with myself, not with somebody else's balls. You know what I mean?
I mean, see, that's we're all comfortable with everybody else's balls. That's why we play paintball. And balls are flying at us, man.
I think to be honest, Wham Bam, it's something that you'd have to experience first.
Yeah, you definitely do.
To understand.
Yeah, I never played speedball. I get it. I do. I have to be like, you gotta tell me why for me to understand.
There's no telling why. You just have to walk on the field and experience it more than anything.
I'll say
because it wasn't when Zach introduced me to it, it was like, yeah, okay.
We were like you. We made our own field.
Yeah, we made a field and all that, but when you step it up and then you actually walk onto a field and feel the experience behind speedball, then it's a whole new world. I mean, of course, Zach's taking it to a whole different level than me, but it's definitely a different feeling.
Right.
It's fun.
It's funny because I'm like the opposite when it comes to paintball and Warzone. It's crazy. I got into a little multiplayer a little bit more, and then with paintball, I was more woods ball. I was being strategic and stealthy and all this kind of stuff, and being considered what you call a camper because I had a leafy suit on. Like if you didn't know what you were looking for, you just walk right past me and even know I was standing or laying there.
Right. So I can compare. Like, we'll use Dr. Disrespect here. Speedball's athletic, right? No offense to anybody who's big, small, slow. You need to be fast and you need to be small. Like, these tall guys have positions on the field, they play the back. Some other guys play up front. But if you're taller, you're bigger, you're normally in the back. If you're smaller, faster, you're up front. So I was like you. I was the attacker. So I'm trying to be strategic in my moves to get as far up to the field as possible because the further up the field you get, the more angles you have downfield on the other team. So better off position is farther up the field. But the guys behind you are just providing strategic gunfire over your shoulder, over your back, watching you, make sure you don't get ran down on, bunkered or shot out. But it's more athletic as opposed to, like you're saying, slow pace.
You could, because you're always on the go. You're always like looking out, or you're always.
I do have to step out. I'll be right back.
Okay, when you're playing woods ball, Josh, you know it's just not. You're not moving. You're almost like you're camping the entire time.
That's more of like a, I guess, more of like a.
I like, but I hate Warzone like that.
I mean, but being in the woods it's completely different. Being on the field is like I said.
Maybe it's because I'm a redneck and I like being in the woods. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, still, I think if you were to actually get out there and try it out, you'd probably enjoy it.
I'd give it a go. Don't get me wrong. I'd have to do a couple slide cancels.
Yeah, but a little slide cancels.
I ain't gonna waste no paint though. That's
well, like I said before, it's all limited to pretty much how much you have on your pack. I mean, you can't, like Zach said, if you run out, I mean, you're pretty much picking paintballs off the ground, which you don't want to be in that situation.
So that was the other question. I was like, we're gonna eventually get to an introduction on y'all when Zach gets back. In a tournament like that, is the tournament providing the paint, or is that something you provide yourself?
You as a team,
guys out there like taking their thing and they're not even paying attention. They're just pouring paint all over the ground.
I mean, yeah, but you are technically that money is coming out of your pocket if you're just a regular team. I mean, sponsored teams, yes, like back when we were playing. Well, yeah, when me and Zach played together back in whatever 2000s, and we were sponsored, we only got a discount on paint, so you would still be paying out of pocket for your paint. I mean, back then it was still $50 a case. I think now it's $60.
Dude. Yeah, that's like what, 1,000, 500.
Yeah, no, is it 1,000 or 2,000? I can't remember, but I think it's actually 2,000. Now I'm sitting here thinking about it. But
shoot, that's a big old box.
Yeah. I mean, but it's only went up $10 over what 10 years since I played.
Right.
But I mean, I just played recently with them, and I mean, it was $60.
I mean, speedball, like, dude, you're gonna go through an entire box in like what, a few games, if not more than a few games.
I think tournament scenario, probably.
Yeah, dude.
Regular day,
1,000 paintballs gone or on the ground.
Regular Sunday, no. A regular Sunday of practice, you'll have a whole case for the whole day.
Right.
But tournament, no way. I mean, we went through, I don't even know how many cases when we were in tournament ball, but
that's a lot of balls.
Yeah, it's a lot of balls flying at you, man. I don't know if you can handle that. But
I had blue balls when I played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that sounds a little you might need to go see a doctor.
I remember this one scenario where I shot this dude in the face. It was a friend of mine. He's a big old dude. And the paint went through his mask, like the holes and stuff, like the breather holes at the bottom of your mask.
Yeah.
And it was blue balls. And I don't know if you've ever tasted.
No, what are you at?
I don't know if you've ever tasted the balls, but they must have antifreeze in them because they're a little sweet. And
it sounds like you've tasted balls before.
He tasted balls. I've only tasted a little bit. It busted and went through the holes in his mask and got in his mouth, dude. And he come out of the woods and his mouth was like blue. And I'm like, yeah. Well, all of us were like, yeah, buddy, what's it taste like? It's sweet. But yeah, that's when I haven't seen like blue balls since then. They were either orange, green, or pink. That neon colors. And after that,
they're all neon.
Blue paint.
Yeah.
White was even hard to find.
Right. No, you didn't get it. Like I said, it's mostly neon colors that you get in those.
Right. I was like two of my favorite colors are white balls and blue balls.
I mean,
If I had to pick, probably blue balls over white balls. I don't make a
I
whole
don't
lot
know.
of sense to other people, but
I don't know if you want blue balls.
They don't make black balls because that'd be a little hard to see on your clothing.
That's why they're neon, Wham Bam.
Yeah, but it's not like you're trying to glow in. You're not playing at night. You're going to glow in the dark.
No, but you want that color to stand out if you're hit. That's why they're that color. So you're not gonna see black balls, unfortunately, Wham Bam.
Nah. And white balls too is like when you get shot with white balls, it's like bird just crapped all over you.
Yeah, you just got shit on by a pigeon.
Yeah. Like you just out in the parking lot and a bunch of seagulls.
Just like Call of Duty getting shit on by a pigeon. Just because of Activision.
How you think Zach's gonna be out? You wanna go ahead and get everybody an introduction into yourself, or y'all wanna?
No, that's cool. I mean, I don't know how long he's gonna be. I don't know what.
All right. Ew.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
There he is.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, what? Huh?
Was your ears ringing?
It had to been ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pockets were ringing. That's what was.
Where are they?
That's what was ringing.
You must have just got a bunch of change then.
Cha-ching.
A bunch of 20s, yeah. Sweet.
Can I borrow your $100?
Hey, man.
Just 100. Just 100 piece.
You wanna Zelle it to me?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Whew. Yeah, that's what actually I was using for my own business. Yeah.
There's a bunch of banks and stuff went with Zelle. All right, Zach, since you're back, we're just gonna have y'all don't do it at the same time, but we'll just whoever wants to go first, just do a little small introduction to who you are, where you come from, any additional information you want to give, have at it.
Well,
ladies first, homeboy.
I knew you were gonna be too scared to start anyway.
Beauty,
hey, I'm a leader, not a follower, right?
I'm not a follower either.
Well, you'll be following me, motherfucker.
I guess all right. Well, then hold on. My name's Josh.
Oh.
Nah, go ahead, man.
All right, so basically we're brothers. My name is Zach. Last name I use, and actually everybody calls me Juice, Gunther Juice Bigums. So it's just been a name that stuck around, unfortunately, and I just roll with it now. But I'm 32. I'm originally from Delaware. I've played games since Mario on the original Nintendo, Game Boy, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, Xbox. I've been on PC for about 10 years now. Started playing like DayZ and Arma, military sim games. Never really played fast-paced first-person shooters like Call of Duty or CSGO on mouse and keyboard or PC. But I made that transition about a year ago, and I love it. I hate controllers.
Yeah, we know.
We'll get into that later.
Go ahead, Josh.
Josh, you're up.
All right, well, my name's Josh, a.k.a. Hat Trick TV. I'm from Delaware, and I'm staying in Delaware, unlike somebody else. But, nah, I grew up with Zach since what, 11, 12. We probably been playing video games just as long. Baseball, yeah, since 11, 12 years old. Did paintball together. Pretty much, I enjoy playing games. Me and Zach go hard and on Call of Duty together. It's been happening since 12. Since Call of Duty came out. I don't know. What did I say? I'm 33.
There you go.
Now you did.
I think I'm 33. We've known each other. Play games. Enjoy streaming when I can, pretty much. But games is what almost is like a Ready Player One type scenario, if anybody's seen it, but it takes you away from everything.
It does. It can be.
I mean, even though the rage is there, but
it can take you away from it, but then it brings you to a different place.
it takes me to a different place,
Different
but
kind
you
of
know what? At the
reality.
same time, it's enjoyable at the end of the day. I mean, especially like if we're running all as a team, like Gary, frontman, you, freaking, Duncan, everybody, Johnny
Bone,
when he does play.
Johnny.
But I mean, it's just a good time in general if you're enjoying the game at the moment. But you know, there's definitely those nights though where we all just rage.
I
Yes. I played for about 20 minutes last night on was it Extreme Resurgence? Was that an option? Was that something like
I
that?
don't know what the hell that
Resurgence Supreme. Yeah.
frame.
I played that. I don't know what the difference was other than you kept coming back almost like you did multiplayer, which
That shit's stupid.
but
I'm just saying.
I can't like it, dude. Like I haven't been playing for like y'all know that I haven't been playing for like as hardly as even close to what I used to before. But then I played it, dude, and I came in second, and it was on Rebirth. I don't think it was. No, it wasn't Fortune's Keep. It was on Rebirth. But
See, but
I was
it's about
a little excited for myself.
it's about if that's what you like. You know what I mean? That's what gaming should be about. It should be about having fun and enjoying it and doing what you like. Whether it's play a certain mode, like Josh always ragged on me for playing Plunder, but I just like getting kills. I don't play for the win. I just want to get 20, 30, 40 kills. Like I dropped 30 the other day, and that felt good, you know? But then you get into some BR games, and you're capped to 2 kills. That don't feel good. You know?
It doesn't, but, you know, it's...
But I remember...
Different modes for different people, you know, but...
I remember when we first started playing Call of Duty, Josh. I don't know if you remember over a friend's house. And it started on split screen. 4v4, 2v2, and we were doing some extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean. And we just sit in front of the TV, bro, and play Call of Duty 4 for hours. It wasn't even, we didn't have multiplayer. We didn't have internet at the time. It was the house we were at, basically, just hanging out. Just we're playing against each other. Split screen, you know? And that shit was so fun. So fun.
That was before multiplayer internet came around.
We used to do that with Halo. Let's look at all the LAN party.
Yep. Everybody bring their consoles over, and you got a TV. Yep. And even then, so like when Unreal Tournament, even going back even farther, when you had the scrolly wheel on your fucking mouse. That's how far back I go on gaming PCs, was playing Unreal Tournament on PC.
So you're talking about your mouse like it wasn't
it was a little the roller ball. Yep.
And if it would get stuck on like a piece of lint or a piece of something on the table, it screw your that would be the reason you say you didn't get the shot, was because your mouse ball got stuck on a piece of lint.
Was it clean? My mouse pad wasn't clean.
Like my table or my mouse pad had a little bit of Cheetos or something on it.
But yeah,
that could be a thing though.
Huh?
That still could be a thing though, couldn't it?
No, I mean mouses. You
got an optical sensor.
I mean, that optical sensor will roll over your Cheeto and ask you what flavor it is.
It'll analyze it for you.
Right. So I mean, that was high school for me. I know that was young for y'all as Unreal Tournament goes.
Yeah, I was probably 10. And it was so the friend's house that I was at, he had an older brother who was in high school, and that was what they were playing. So you know what I mean?
I don't even remember this. That's the worst part.
It's funny because y'all sound like, now that we ain't even been talking that long. Y'all sound pretty similar to the cousin of mine. I don't know if y'all remember him. He comes into he came into my streams quite a bit. Glockilla or Alex or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's my cousin. We probably grew up a lot like y'all two did, and man, we did almost everything together growing up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so
it was for years.
So like again, that goes back to paintball. Like, so me and Josh met at baseball. We were probably 11. He was 12, or I was 10. He was 11, and we played baseball for about probably 3 years, and then somehow I got involved in paintball with my cousin, who at the time was 6 years older than me. So he was 16, and they brought me out to get shot up and shit on by the older kids. Hey, let's bring out the fucking young guys, and, you know, let's shoot them up.
I did that to my cousin too.
Yeah, and so little did they know, they started a beast, And I got so involved in paintball. I said, Josh, you got to come do it. We were such good friends. We were best friends basically at the time. We still are. And I was like, yo, do this. Like, we got to do it. And we were hooked. And paintball stuck around for what? At that time, probably 8 years.
Yeah, it was around for, well, we played together. I don't even know how
Yeah,
long.
it was probably like 8 years that we played together. And then we had a team, and the team split. 2 of the guys went try out for other teams. It only left 3 of us, me, Josh, and another guy. And basically, that was the end of that team. We both took a break. I came back about 2 years later, and I've played ever since. I've played paintball for like basically 20 years.
So you still play? You still play today?
Yeah, yeah. All my jerseys and stuff are behind me. I don't have my gun with me or my setup. Just because.
All right, I'll go get those for you.
In Alaska. Yeah, you have to ship them to me.
No, let's stay here.
But yeah, so that goes back to just playing paintball, man. We've played team sports ever since we were 10, bro. Like, I mean, now we're 30, so we got 20 years basically together of just team sports and team games, and we go fishing together. We go out in the woods hunting together, like. So yeah,
so Zach, buddy, like, because I didn't realize. I mean, I know you and Josh were, well, more you so than Josh, but real heavy into paintball because we used to joke about it and stuff. I didn't realize you still played, which I can put 2 and 2 together now and see why you're so passionate about the way that this game plays just by hearing you talk. So
legit.
I'm just now gathering my thoughts on what you're saying because I didn't play paintball that long. I played paintball until from about when I was about 16, and I played for probably about 2 or 3 years with Alex, my cousin. We was just the 2 of us, and then I stopped for probably about 3 or 4 years, and then we had a group of friends that like 6 or 8 of us used to play, and we played for a few years, and then it separated, and we went on our merry way. But I've always liked it. I just didn't realize that you still played. I mean, I know you were still into it, but I didn't realize you were like active.
Yeah, so actually, I mean, my best friends, besides one person, I've met all through paintball, basically. And Josh. Nice. Like, so I knew Josh before paintball, but 2 of my other best friends I consider brothers, along with Josh. We've all played paintball for that 20 years. Like, the 4 of us go back to the original team that started 20 years ago. And those 3 guys, Josh still plays. I got Josh to get a gun before I left Alaska. So next year, when some of the professional events come around, there's 5 or 6 professional events a year, and they have one in Philadelphia. They had one last year. We played 10-man, so double the amount of people on each team, and we'll be out there. Yeah, so we got guys going down to World Cup, which is the basically World Series of paintball, and it's in Kissimmee, Florida. And that's fucking awesome. That's a dream of mine, is to go to World Cup. I've won national tournaments. I've won local tournaments, like regional small tournaments, and I've won a big ass fucking like Stanley Cup trophy in front of 5,000 people cheering, on the pro field. So I still, all on speedball. Yeah. And one thing one thing I haven't done has been go to World Cup, and that is a dream. Yeah. But speaking of woodsball, hold on real quick. They do have scenarios. They have huge scenario games.
Those are pretty badass.
Oh, yeah, I knew about that.
And that's pretty cool.
About that. We just played. I can't remember if we played like Capture the Flag or we did some other.
Well, they have.
It wasn't just go in and find somebody and then you're done.
No, they have like D-Day, Normandy, like all this like huge 4-day, 3-day, full weekend games. And there's a few of those fields up our way in Pennsylvania and in New Jersey. So that was always pretty cool. Never went, but needless to say, we've all basically have been friends, man. That's my main group of friends, and they all still play to this day. Every single person loves it. Like, best people I've met have been through paintball.
You ever play any games where you got anybody kicked for cheating?
Like that I know of? Like my friends?
Whether it was your team or the opposing?
I think there's a fine line that you put on cheating in paintball, though.
Everybody cheats, bro.
I was gonna say that.
And,
That's
like,
and
so
I don't think you can consider it cheating though. At that point, you would just. I mean,
it's
the
part
way.
of the game, right?
Yeah.
But it's still cheating. You
Bending
can
the
get a
rules.
penalty, and you can get 3 of your guys pulled. Yes, it happens. I've shot people, they play on, and then they shoot you. You're like, what the fuck? I shot him, just like in Call of Duty. Like, I shot this dude. Why did I die? Right?
Yeah.
The ref goes in, checks him. Sure enough, he's got hits all on his back. Well, they throw the penalty flag. You're out, and 3 of your buddies are out. So now basically, you've lost a game for your team. It happens. Now, there's also times where you don't know you've been hit. You get hit in your pod pack on the back or on the very top of your hopper. You don't know. Yeah. And they'll throw a 1-for-1, a minor penalty. There used to be back in the day, you used to go into a penalty box like hockey.
Right.
But yeah, man, I'm telling you, if something you haven't done, you need to try. It's like skydiving, you know what I mean? Like, there's no feeling. Like, woods ball was cool, man, but then when we stepped on the speedball field and got a taste of it, it's just we never went back. Never went back. Like VSM.
I think if you were to experience it, you'd be like, yeah, you'd be like, this is where it's at.
But again, it depends on what you like. I didn't like sitting in the woods, crawling around, and like, I liked because I was fast. It was in your face. You punch them, and get out, and then you do it again, and that was the attraction to me, was just the speed, literally the violence, the speed, and the momentum, the VSM of speedball. It was just so much in your face that you couldn't not like it. To be honest with you, it was such an adrenaline rush. And to this day, anytime I step on the field, I have the same butterflies, the same adrenaline rush that I did 20 years ago when I first stepped on the paintball field. It has never changed, and I don't think it ever will.
Yeah, that's great to be able to keep it that for that long. I mean, it's been well over 10 years for myself since I even picked up a gun. Well, outside of one that's stuck in my closet for Adam, my son, but yeah, it's been well over 10 years, and maybe I'll get him into it at some point, but I'm not sure if he's going to be the type of kid that picks up on that. But anyways,
all about what you like, man. Don't matter.
Yeah.
It's all about doing what you like.
I think you guys just do it as like a father-son thing, and you never know.
Just right.
See, I was the type too. Like when you just throw like hundreds and almost thousands of dollars into because I'm not the type that I was never the type that wanted this just a beginner gun. You know what I mean? Like I wanted something that was still fairly whether if it was like mid-grade or it was never like a speedball gun, because you don't use that kind of crap out in the woods.
Right.
But anyways, so it's fairly decent. So those things ain't cheap. And when you sort of add in different things onto it with going to compressed air over CO2 or getting different barrels, and for me, I was big on Tippmann guns, and Tippmann, I don't know what they are nowadays as a company.
That's your woods ball.
Yeah, but they still make them. Nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
They're entry level.
Yeah, it's just an expensive sport all around.
Really.
For your top of the line stuff, yes.
If you're going out playing every other weekend or once a month, right, and you're just going out in the woods and having fun, it's not that expensive, right? You just spend a little bit of money. Maybe you get your gun, and you might spend $80 a weekend, right, once a month to go get paint and all that. But
it's a hobby.
When you're playing it like
a competitive hobby.
When you're playing it like as a sport, as we are, teams practice every weekend and spend probably $500-$600 a weekend on paint, maybe even more.
Lord.
Like you would pull together. We would spend at least $120 in paint. It's $60 a case of paint. You buy 2 cases of paint, right? And you got 8 guys on the team, 10 guys on the team. You got 20 cases of paint, and you'll shoot all of it. You shoot all of it. That's the goal. You don't want to leave with it. You shoot all of it.
That's what I was telling them, though. I mean, because really, if you think about it, cases of paint back when we started were still $50.
Yeah.
Weren't they?
Yeah.
So, I mean, really, $10 over the course of 10, 15 years isn't bad for the sport. But, I mean, you were spending, you spent a lot of money. But if you enjoy it and you're into it, then of course you're gonna spend the money.
You'll spend all that money every weekend and then
And it's
drop
worth it.
even
You'll be
more
satisfied.
for a tournament.
Yeah.
But you're winning stuff like when you're winning in a
You ain't-
tournament. I'm assuming you're winning money, right?
Not really. You're winning.
No?
You're getting your money back, basically.
But there's a win of money, and then it's spread out through the team, and then you're basically get your money back.
Yeah, you're basically broke even. It's more or less for bragging rights. Yeah, I mean, I've won hoppers, I've won masks, but at the end of the day, that stuff doesn't cost as much as the paint, the entry, your time.
Right.
But it's
the entry fee.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then depending,
How much is that usually?
It can be anywhere from $500 for a local event to $1,200, $1,500 for a national. And
how much was
I think the 10-man. I think the 10-man was like $2,500 because it was 10-man.
Right.
So you divide that up by 15 people, and it's not that bad.
It's not bad,
150 a person.
I think it came out to like 110.
Right.
Like that.
And then you buy paint.
Dude.
Yeah, they are. And now, like the pros, there's different levels to it. Pros get paid out. Pros have full-on contracts. But it's just like any other sport. You need to know the people. You need to put the time in. We've played very high-level divisional paintball for years. I don't claim to be a pro. I don't claim to be a semi-pro. I've tried out for pro teams. The pro team that I tried out for was like 2.5, 3 hours away in New Jersey. I couldn't make that weekend trip every weekend. I'm not driving 6 hours every weekend to practice. So that was my deciding factor. Not just the money, now the gas and the toll, all that shit. So, but
two of y'all though, who's claiming to be better?
Of course, he's better because he's been playing it. He kept going. I took a break. So
you don't think you can just pick it back up and
I mean, he between a 1-on-1, I wouldn't win. I can say I would not win that fight. Really? Now give me a whole season of playing. I mean, it'd be a competitive back and forth thing. But I mean, he's a better player than me, and he's always been a better player than me. I can't deny that.
But to your fact, Wham Bam, that it does take one shot. That's all it takes. So even though I might be better than him, or whatever he says, he could shoot me out just as easy.
Yeah, I mean, and it all comes down to just that one shot. I mean, I've shot players that are completely better than me, but at the same time, it's at the end of the day, if you get that one shot and it just so happens to hit, then I mean, I'm not going to say I'm the better person, but it's sometimes it's luck.
I mean, you're throwing paint down the field at fucking 100 in like 10 seconds. I mean, you got to bound to hit somebody at some point.
It's an adrenaline rush you would have to experience for yourself to really know like why we do it and why he still does it. I mean, I went back 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still the same feeling, It's the competitive sport that it's extreme. It definitely puts a wear on you, but it's totally worth it. Like you wake up the next day sore or throat's fucking sore from yelling. It's all worth it, man.
If you're a competitor, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that's why we go so hard on freaking the games that we play.
So. Let's take a turn towards that. So now, like I said before, I've put 2 and 2 together with you, Zach, and I understand why you've got such. To some people, it would be a little on the extreme, but not necessarily because I mean I can just tell in your voice. I've watched you play, Josh. I've watched you play as well, but it's a little different. I mean, y'all were pretty similar when it comes to the game, but now I can tell and I understand why there's a lot of feeling into the state of Call of Duty and Activision as a whole.
I think it just comes back to we're just so competitive in anything we do.
Exactly, that's the competitive. I understand. I see that now. Ask me. I don't know why I didn't see it earlier. I couldn't put 2 and 2 together. But
makes sense.
Dude, I think we know the potential that we have when we run together. We know the amount of skill that we bring as a team when we're running through Call of Duty. It's like There's no way that some of the stuff that happens is like, yeah.
When it's on, and it feels good.
Yeah. I mean, when you're running smooth and you're just both on burners and taking down everybody at the same time, it's a great feeling, but then again, like I said, there's always that turn.
Then, like, what's one of the things that y'all have the strongest feeling towards when it comes to the game?
I think it's there's a lot.
The cheaters. Zach, you were showing me patents earlier.
I
mean, what is it? What is it the most?
Patents on that, but honestly, I think it's everything.
Activision as a whole.
All of it. Yeah, I was gonna say the game as a whole, all of it.
There's so much potential, but it's tainted by so many aspects. Just from cheaters, lack of actual good development, and quality of life changes for the game, be it what's needed or what the community wants. Activision is constantly saying, oh, what do you guys want? Like in the Modern Warfare 2 beta, we're listening to your feedback. And then they put out tweets that basically says, we heard your feedback, but fuck you guys, we're not listening. Everybody wants Dead Silence as a perk, not as a field upgrade, right? I mean, they did it for Vanguard.
Cool, but and again, Dead Silence is just ridiculous. Nobody in
talking about multiplayer.
Yeah, I know,
right.
But still,
no,
general,
it's true. But the fact that
it carries everywhere.
They don't listen to their community. They allow they allow the cheaters in the game.
So what do you when they say that we've heard you and we're listening? I mean, is that? You just say that's just straight up BS?
Yes.
That's just that's
marketing.
Who are they talking to?
They were talking to the fans. It was on Twitter.
Yeah.
They asked for that's what the point of a beta is. The beta is to provide feedback to the developers to get changes or bugs, glitches, things fixed before the actual release of the game, the full release of the game. But
they're catering to a specific.
Oh yeah,
I go as far as generation. We're the three of us are in the millennial generation. You got you got a generation ahead of us, which I don't think it has anything to do with them. If my personal opinion is not to be, swole my head getting any bigger or anything, but our generation is, I would think when it comes to video games, is like the most important one. But I don't think they listen to us. I think they listen to the generation after us. And I think that's who they cater to, because this other generation that came after us was born in to having internet and to having games the way they are nowadays. The games have already been developed into a certain way with the generation after us. So I don't think they cater to anybody that's in millennial and on.
I don't
Gen Z or Gen X or whatever the ones that was after us. Not Gen X. I think Gen X is right after us. Gen Z, I think it is before after us. Younger ones.
I don't think they cater to anyone specific, but to people that spend money on the game. If you spend money on the game, they'll cater to you.
But so, like, we talked. I don't know if we talked. Maybe it was you that we talked about. So, do you remember when we were growing up, and obviously PC gaming wasn't nothing like it is today, right? So, when you bought a game for a console, you got what the game was on the disc, and there was no season this and no downloadable content this, and like Halo, for example. Halo, and correct me if I'm wrong, was one of the originals that did start to have downloadable content, right?
So
as a PC game, or did we pay for that stuff? No.
I'm not. I can't speak for Halo, but I know for a fact that DLC started in Call of Duty at Modern Warfare World at War. There was no DLC for Modern Warfare 4 at the original. They started DLC and World at War with map packs, right? So if you wanted to play the other maps, you had to buy the map packs, and most people bought the map packs. And then you would find yourself not being able to get into a match because you didn't have the map packs. So what'd you have to do? You had to buy the map packs, right? Yep. But then they started to realize that they started to segregate their gaming population, right? Because you had people that were like, nah, fuck that. I'm not spending money on the game. Even all the way back then, I didn't buy any map packs for World at War. I didn't buy. But then you had people that spent money on the map packs. So now your player base is divided. So how do you stop that? You start offering the seasonal content, the DLC that's now just like your battle pass worthy, right? So now you don't actually have to buy the stuff that actually divides the player base in a dramatic way from game modes or maps and stuff like that. Everybody's playing on the same map, whether it's Rebirth, Fortune's Keep, Caldera, Verdansk. Everyone's playing that. Or all the multiplayer maps. Everyone gets those. You don't have to spend the money on that because now there's going to be people that are like, no, I'm not going to do that. But they'll give you everything else in the workshop or the store that you can buy. And that's where the whole downfall started, was DLC and World at War and War Halo.
Well, I'm going back a little bit further. So originally in games, from what I remember, is everything that you would consider nowadays as downloadable content would be things that were already in our games that you just had to unlock. It was already part of the game. Now, map packs that's completely different. That's still even before the generation that's after ours, Gen Z that's after ours. They were born, what I was getting at, they were born into having to pay for their downloadable content and nothing, hardly anything be free when it comes to here's the new latest meta, or here's the new latest skin, or here in this season we got Godzilla, playing, and then 5 seasons ago it was just whatever. But I think they're catered more to how the generation is now than anybody else.
Getting spicy, Gary. Getting spicy, baby.
That's where, especially with a game like Warzone.
This is gonna have to be probably a fucking
how much money have they made?
2-part, 3-part podcast.
Game.
Appreciate you, man.
Back when we were kids. I mean, we didn't have free games. It was
but that's
$50 or $60.
All you got back then was demos.
That's the business model, though.
The cereal box.
So, do you feel, Zach? Do you feel more? Is there any outside of just like your feeling towards how the game plays? What about Activision as a whole, of like just money hungry?
Oh, yeah. I mean, as a businessman, can't knock the hustle, right?
Right.
If you look at it as a pure business, they're killing it. They're fucking killing it. Is it right? That's the question. No, it's not right. Because they're hurting a lot of people in the quest for money. But that's a business. So, I mean, you have to look at it in 2 different aspects. If you can see it as a business and not just a game, then you can kind of understand why they do some of the stuff that they do. Because it's about pure profit. That's all it is. At the end of the day, it's all about money.
True. That's all it is. That's why they do everything they do.
The season changed, like meta's going from one buff to nerf to the next buff and to the nerf. I'm like that just all it tells the same thing, right?
Just look at the store. Just look at the Call of Duty store.
Yeah.
Every gun that's ever came out has been OP. Oh, and then what happens? Everybody buys it for about 2 weeks. The gun's OP, and then what do?
Right.
They nerf it. And then what comes up? Oh, another new gun, or not? The mid-season drop. It's a new gun. It's OP. Yeah, and I mean that goes all back to the devil itself in Activision, to where they try to manipulate everything and control everything.
Right. That's my greatest. Like I've asked y'all what's like y'all's pet peeve, or what's the most important part. That to me is just like, I think maybe somebody mentioned that scenario to me, like when we were kids, and how we didn't, we weren't born into having to pay for extra stuff. And when it's purposely done, they're not changing anything to make it better.
No, not by any means.
And I don't think they ever will. I mean, Modern Warfare 2, this is the second remake of a game that's already came out twice before.
Yeah, technically it's Modern Warfare 5, but hey, who's counting?
It's the second remake. So there was a remake in what? 2019? No. 2019 was Modern Warfare. Whatever it was before that. Wasn't an online. Well, I don't think it was online. I think it was more of like a 360 game that was Modern Warfare 2 that they remade.
Modern Warfare 4, which is original Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare. Right. Then it was Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2019, and then now this. You're thinking of Modern Warfare 4 remastered. You're thinking of Call of Duty 4 remastered.
Yeah, and that shit was garbage.
They can't just come out with I mean, I guess Vanguard would be considered a new game, but like, why do you think it is that they just take another game and remake it?
Again, it's for money. You take just like so Modern Warfare 2019 is the most popular Call of Duty ever sold.
Right.
Why? The nostalgia factor. Everybody goes, Modern Warfare! Oh, God, I remember that game. Especially from our age, right? Our age group. Everybody went nuts. Yeah, Modern Warfare! Right? And everybody went fucking nuts. So what's the next thing? Vanguard sold like shit. It was the worst selling Call of Duty in Europe.
Yeah, that's
ever.
I didn't even think it was that bad, but it is what it is.
Well, in Europe, it's the worst selling Call of Duty ever.
I thought it was actually decent, but I mean, I didn't play it enough. So
yeah, I gave that game a whole 3 days and uninstalled it.
Yeah, but you're using the guns off of that game like nonstop.
Yeah.
That's again, that goes to Activision. They want to sell stuff.
That's where it all. I was gonna say that's where it all carries.
They need to sell games, so how do they do it?
You see those guns, you carry them to Warzone, and then you freaking go back to Vanguard to try and level them up on the freaking off of Warzone. So it all plays together.
It's all intertwined.
So I mean, and you buy Vanguard, and then you go to Warzone, and then Warzone has their store that has just so happens to have, let's just say, the MP40's brand new skin. That's badass. It shoots tracers. It does this. It does that. It's got the fucking wings on the rail of the fucking gun. I'm buying it.
$20 right there.
Yeah, $19.99, and then you get 1,500 extra CP points when you buy it, right?
I mean, that leads into right here. One of their patents.
Yeah, on a free game.
Modern Warfare 2 is obviously not free, but once you get Warzone 2,
Warzone 2 will be free.
Yeah, exactly. But then again, you're buying the things from Warzone 2 to carry to 2.0. So
are they supposed to move any of your save stuff over to Warzone 2? So
I don't think so.
No.
It's all
fresh.
Zero.
You're bottom of a barrel, starting all over again.
That's why I said on one of the posts that I put on my page, is like the real skill will shine at the beginning, and then after that, it's just it's going to be downhill once they figure all the freaking shit out.
Well, I think the next best thing after Warzone in Modern Warfare is in the past, and we might be talking, a couple years or 5 years down the road. I think Black Ops is going to be the next remake.
Black Ops was decent.
That Call of Duty is going to try to twist for another remake, whether it's original Black Ops or Black Ops 2.
See that there was leaks about Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Advanced Warfare, I wasn't one of them. I can't even remember playing that game.
I know. I stopped playing after Black Ops 2. I could tell you the exact day I quit playing Black Ops 2.
I think it was a trash version of Call of Duty. Advanced Warfare was, if I remember right.
I didn't get into it too much. Some of it was cool.
Ghost, yeah. So Alex said, Redbeard in my chat said Ghost. That was another one. That was complete trash according to a lot of people.
Ghost was alright. I didn't mind it.
Right, and then you hear some people that liked it.
Right. Get it into the patents. Just I read over it, Zach. What about that stands out with you? Like, why is the patents Why does that matter so much to you?
Well, Activision needs to keep their filthy fucking hands out of gameplay environments. They tried to play Church Lady.
If they're like top tier on that genre, I mean, why would they?
What you broke up?
I think that
Why
comes.
wouldn't they?
I think it comes back
keep
to
their hands in the cookie jar.
I was gonna say that's player satisfaction.
Comes
That's
back to money.
That's Billy buying the game and then coming against me and Zach, and we die against Billy. Level 2, Billy.
So here, we'll get into this little one right here, and you guys can Google this patent, right? So this is by Activision Publishing on May 14th, 2015. A system and method for driving microtransactions in a multiplayer video game. A system and method is provided that drives microtransactions in multiplayer video games. The system may include a microtransaction arranged matches to influence game-related purchases. For instance, the system may match a more expert marquee player with a junior player to encourage the junior player to make a game-related purchase of the items possessed or used by the marquee player. A junior player may wish to emulate the marquee player by obtaining weapons, other items used by the marquee player. So, in layman's terms, they put somebody who just bought the highest, best new skin and gun merch, whatever you want to say, in with someone who's really bad at the game, right? They see that guy drop 15, 20 kills, whatever you want to say. That guy does really good. The guys that aren't doing good go, wow, maybe that is because of the skin he's using. Maybe that's because of the gun he's using. So what do? They go purchase. So you can go down and you can read a little bit more into it, and a lot of it is word salad.
Word salad.
And we'll get down. It's just giving you a description. Multiplayer video games exploded in popularity.
Well, it kind of seems like they know what they're doing.
Oh, they do. These
do they think we're just like everybody's stupid?
No, they don't think everybody's stupid. I think it's more or less just like I say all the time. It's player satisfaction. So it's.
Alex says matchmaking's rigged.
It's all rigged.
That's not real. Matchmaking's not real.
You heard that, Alex. Josh said matchmaking's not real.
Not. I mean, just like the whole, like Zach always says too, the SBMM. That's all fake.
Right.
Okay, so here's another one. So while aspects of the invention may be described herein with reference to various game levels or modes, characters, roles, game items, etc., associated with first-person shooters, it should be appreciated that any such examples are for illustrative purposes only and are not intended to be limiting. The matchmaking system and methods described in detail herein may be used in any genre of multiplayer video game without limitation. So that sentence, that little paragraph right there, basically is saying that it's not just first-person shooters that these microtransactions and patents are being applied. It's every video game. Every video game you play, if you play Madden or FIFA, you know about this. You know that you're
it's a patent across all boards when it comes to anything multiplayer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
have a lot of people that would disagree with that.
Well, they need to read that last line of that sentence right there again. The matchmaking system.
You're thinking it's KD based when it comes to Warzone.
We're on. This is about microtransactions. You're gonna get to. We can get to that in a second.
It's just another selling point, though. Because they think. Well, I mean, Josh, you said they don't think you're stupid, but they obviously think somebody is.
Well, that's it. They think because this guy's doing good and he has this certain rose skin that he will do good when he buys that rose skin, which is a complete fucking lie.
Right, so they know people
are fucking stupid and just will spend money because, oh, look, I think that I'm going to do good when I get this gun. And then guess what happens? Wrong. You just spent $20 and Activision's laughing their way to the fucking bank because two dumb of fucking Billy and Timmy and fucking Steven don't know the difference.
See, that's what I'm talking about, though. Like, what generation you think it affects the most?
Ours. Everyone, bro.
Who's the one that's actually doing it? The generation after us.
But look, I can tell you that the majority of people don't know that these even exist.
No, they don't.
It makes sense, though. I don't know it exists, but it makes sense.
Here you go. Here's another example. In another example, if a player has been performing poorly, example, getting killed at a rate higher than the player's historical rate, the scoring engine may dynamically adjust one or more coefficients to match the player in a game that will improve the player's performance. For example, the player may be matched with easier opponents, matched with better teammates, or placed in a game that is more tailored to the player's preferences. So they're looking at every angle of your performance, from how you help the team, how many times you die, how accurate you are, everything. And if you've been playing bad, well, we'll give you a little bit better of a lobby. We're going to dynamically adjust one or more of your coefficients, and you'll have an easier time there. See? We're going to give your bullets a little bit more.
Which means it's rigged. That's what he said.
I mean, I have to agree with him though. It's all, the whole thing is fucking rigged. I don't care what anybody says.
And this is,
but like Alex says though, he's got a 1.59 KD, and then wham bam, you have a 0.59. It doesn't matter.
I have a 0.59. I think he was just throwing numbers out there.
No, I'm just saying in general, even if it wasn't true. But like, let's just say, you know, when me, Gary, and Gunther and Frontman play together in a quads freaking game, me and Zach. What's your KD?
1.2, 1.4, something like that. I don't know.
It's got to be higher than that because mine's 1.5.
Depends.
So, but like, you put me and him in the game together, and then you put Frontman and Gary, and it's no disrespect to anybody, but you put them two that are lower KDs with us, we're still getting 1.2 lobbies.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what your KD is at the end of the day. I mean, the matchmaking, the skill-based matchmaking, it's all a scam. It's all just ridiculous.
It's all about player retention.
I agree.
Exactly. It's player retention, it's player satisfaction. So you're gonna lose to the kids that, let's just say, downloaded the game 2 days ago and have been playing it for 2 days straight and are fucking level 52. They're gonna kill us before we can kill them. And that comes down to, like you read, you know, it's their bullets and their accuracy is going to be way better than ours. He's going to be shooting behind Zach and killing Zach, and he's going to be shooting over my head and killing me. So it's all just.
I agree.
It's all just smoke and mirrors, bro. They're trying to pull wool over the eyes of us, and it's like people like me and Zach and everybody. It's like you can't. You can clearly feel it, and you can clearly tell it. You can tell when the game is just working against you, not with you.
So my question is, like, so Zach, you would agree with what Josh just said, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you would.
Yes.
So like, what is it that makes y'all like just eat it up though? Like, why do you like? I mean, Josh. I mean, like, I know both of y'all quit for. It felt like for the longest time. It may even just been for months or not even. I don't remember exactly how long it was, but like, what makes you just eat it up and just want to continue to play it over and over and over again?
You know, when I quit, it was more or less because the hackers were just taking over, and it was like I couldn't take it, you know, and then
they're still the same, if not worse, though, dude.
no, I mean, and you're right, but like me and Zach were like, we were just, I don't know if we were just dealing with the hackers or if at the last few weeks of Verdansk were like we were killing the lobbies, and
that's
then
true.
then Verdansk was gone. It was almost like the hackers were non-existent almost at the end of Verdansk, and then Caldera came along. That's what made me quit. I was like, that's it. I'm not. My game was mashed potatoes over the whole screen. I couldn't do it. And after that, I let it go, and then I came back because of Fortune's Keep. And I think
but the game is still like, so like, why, like, I mean,
so there.
It's still the same, and it's not gotten any better. Like,
same thing, bro.
Why keep on keeping
Those
on?
lobbies are gone now.
Yeah.
It's called dopamine. right? So that happens when you get a rush. You know, you get a good feeling, some excitement. You have some high kill games. You know, you get a win, and that again goes back to the patents. It's all derived beforehand. So it's not even up to you. You don't decide whether you win or lose. And if you are, more than likely you are using other programs. The game has already dictated, especially in multiplayer, the game has already dictated the outcome. See, where's that?
See, but some people won't think that way. They'll think that the game's outcome is going to be based on your skill, which isn't true all the way.
See, Josh, that comment right there takes us down the road on that conversation that we had here like a few weeks ago, where
if it's justified or not.
Yeah, where we went round and round in the group chat. I was hoping that was going to come up because that, and I'm going to be honest, and don't take this the wrong way, but that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Okay, so right here, this is another Activision patent for matchmaking systems and method for multiplayer video games. All right, so you scroll down and we'll get to the summary of the invention. In one implementation of the invention, the system may include a scoring engine that identifies a potential match. As used, the term match refers to matching two or more players rather than a contest. For example, a potential match refers to the grouping of players. The scoring engine may obtain one or more match variables used to generate a match score for the potential match. So right there, that sentence. The scoring engine may obtain one or more match variables used to generate a match score for the potential match. So they're already dictating what the score of the match is going to be while they're matching you with your team. Do you understand that? That is in this patent right here. So they're dictating the score of the match before the match even begins. Then it says,
well, the score can only be so high. So like, you know what?
No. So, okay.
I was gonna say,
so
is that true though?
No, it's how many games have you finished a TDM 74 to 75 or a domination game 199 to 200, right? That's what that's doing. It's yes, you can only go so high per like game mode, right? But that's not what that's saying. That we know that. It's saying the scoring engine may obtain one or more match variables used to generate a match score. So that's already dictating the match score for that game mode.
That's
before you even play.
Win.
So it's rigging the game before you even get there. What did go ahead and read it.
Yeah,
read this. Activision publishing right here.
Say what the outcome's going to be.
That's true.
That's like anything that you do when you gain a skill level. I don't think that game's going to go in there and pick there and be like, oh, Hat-Trick TV's winning this round. We're going to determine this right here, and then you win. No.
Yes.
That's bullshit.
It is bullshit. It is bullshit.
Put bluff in the chat.
The system may determine whether to select a potential match for gameplay based on its match score. For example, the system may compare the match score for the potential match with the threshold match score, which means the max score that you can get. If the match score meets or exceeds the threshold match score, the system may select a corresponding potential match for gameplay. So basically, that's saying, again, if you're going to exceed the threshold, you meet or exceed it, the system is going to select a corresponding game for that. So if by batching you together, they say, oh, you've scored this many points in your historic career, that you're going to exceed the match limit. Now we have to search for another game. So, for instance, the system may receive an indication that the first player wishes to wait for higher quality matches, or an indication that a second player wishes to be matched as soon as possible. The system may set a threshold match score that is higher for the first player than for the second player, and therefore potentially match the second player sooner. All because He just wants to be matched as soon as possible and not actually have a good game. Right there again.
I'm a loss for words on that, but then again, I'm not surprised.
No, I mean it's
There you go.
You can tell though.
In one implementation, the system may adjust the threshold match score dynamically based on a wait time.
That's not 100% true, bro.
Okay.
Facts.
For example, the system may lower the threshold match score, assuming higher match scores are associated with higher match quality when a given player has been waiting to be matched for a predetermined period of time. So they're predetermining how long you're waiting. If you're a good player, you're going to wait a lot longer for matches. Because they're trying to find your perfect match with other players. And wait, you guys as a team, you ever been put together in a lobby and then all of a sudden the lobby reshuffles? That's what's going on. The patent and algorithm has said, oh wait, this team has a higher threshold score, so we need to mix that up because they're going to win. So we need to switch that up to a lower scoring team so everything comes out even. Everybody has a chance.
That's so Billy can win.
It sounds like just a bunch of mumbled words put together for somebody that doesn't really know what they're reading.
Yeah, but that's almost like that they don't want you to understand.
Yeah, and they don't ever want you to go through this.
Exactly.
But you can.
You think Johnny or Billy's gonna sit there and read through that like that though? They're like, hey, fuck that.
And some. Here you go.
Billy's gonna think he's going back to 10th grade all over again, and
yeah, exactly.
Activision is bullying him, and he just doesn't want to read, and it feels like homework.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they think people are gonna do. They're gonna look at it and see how long the patent is. They're like, I don't want to read this shit.
It's like the fine print.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So here's
Who reads the fine print?
It's like you reading the instructions on how to do something that you already know how to do.
So here's another part of this. In some implementations, the scoring engine may automatically tune the coefficients based on changing circumstances, game history, and other analytical data. For example, if a player has previously shown dissatisfaction with another player by rage quitting or giving a thumbs down, the engine may place more weight on a player's simpacto over preferences such as map or comparable skills. So they're talking about the engine may place more weight on your sympathetical feelings over map or comparable skill. If you have a fucking bad time at the game, well, let's make sure little Timmy has a good game next time instead of playing on a good map or people with the same or better skill than him. And in another example, if a player has been performing poorly, getting killed at a higher rate than the player's historical rate, the scoring engine may dynamically adjust one or more coefficients to match the player in a game that will improve the player's performance. Read that again. In another example, if a player has been performing poorly, the scoring engine may dynamically adjust one or more coefficients to match the player in a game that will improve the player's performance. So the game is dictating when you're going to improve.
Player satisfaction at the end of the day.
For example,
who says that he's not going to go into the game? Just I don't mean to cut you off, but who says that person that they literally just did that to isn't going to go into that next game, get a freaking 15 bomb, win the game, and who says he's not going to go back in that lobby and be like, I'm going to buy the skin off this gun that I just picked up off this guy?
Yeah, that's part of it too.
So it's all
intertwined.
It's a revolving circle, revolving door, man.
So it's like, I keep losing. It's like reverse boosting, like we always play around about.
Yeah,
and then they're like, oh wait, he's gonna get pissed off and put the game down. So let's give him a good game, let him win, give him a 15 bomb or whatever, 10, 8, 5, more than he's gotten.
Yep.
And then make him happy at the end.
For example,
but that's almost like it's crazy because like when you first get on the game, your first game usually feels like it's the best game that you had.
because they want you to keep playing.
Because that's where they draw you in.
They're not going to give you a shitty game.
I'm on a burner. Exactly. You turn the game on for the first time for the day, and you tell me that's not the best game that you had.
Yeah, and then the next one after that's not
straight
quite
down
as
the
well.
fucking drain. Blender.
Before you know it, you're hitting a brick wall at 100 miles an hour, and you're feeling.
And that's why a lot of the time, like if we play sometimes, the first game that me and Zach play together, 9 times out of 10, we're dropping 8, 9 apiece, or we're winning, and then after that,
blender.
You're in the blender, dude. You're done. Your rest of your night's ruined after that. So,
I'm gonna do a pause. Y'all can continue to talk. I gotta go fill up some more tea. I will be right back.
It's all good.
Really tea?
Sweet tea. We don't drink that unsweet tea like y'all do
Long
up there.
Island?
Unsweet.
This ain't no McDonald's. I don't drink unsweet tea.
Dude, McDonald's tea is, I can't even drink McDonald's tea because that's like drinking sugar water.
Sugar water.
Fucking hummingbird.
I like my tea sweet, but not McDonald's. That's not, I mean, no, I'll pass. That's like liquid diabetes, dude. I'll be right back, y'all.
Diabetes. Oh man.
Diabetes.
Yeah, it's amazing what they do in this in the game, man.
But you don't even really gotta read any of it because it's like you can clearly tell.
No, I know, but the fact that they have to have patents that dip their fingers in every aspect of the game, from how good you do to the outcome of the game, it's just insane. And the fact, oh, you spend money on the game, hey, we'll give you easier lobbies. We've known that, right? So we know that was a thing. It's just crazy how they, and I think it goes back to what Wham Bam was saying was, I think they think the majority of people are naive and too dumb to realize. And that's no offense to anyone. But it's the people that realize it, that know what's going on, that need to, and this has actually been going on for a while, but to need to bring this up. And there was hashtag remove SBMM about 2 years ago. The people know about it, but the vast majority of just what do you want to say? Not competitive, but
just there for placement.
The looks good. The everyday players that just come home for 2 hours a day after work and play, they don't care about that. It's the people that are OG, hardcore, hardcore Call of Duty fans notice this stuff. Well, I'm also listening to Josh's wife talk in my ear too. But nah, man. We're just waiting for Wham Bam to come back. There he is.
I'm back.
He's back.
Whenever in fact when I join Josh Games, the people act like they're clueless on what's going on, do believe in something's against slower kitty and higher kitties. Josh, I gotta talk to you about the what we were talking about a few weeks ago.
What, the justified and unjustified?
I mean, did you tell Zach about that at all? Like, did that conversation?
Appreciate you, Bone. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
You know exactly.
I mean, you can refresh it. I mean, if you want, I'm good.
See, I don't want to get anything wrong though, because my short-term memory does not always.
No, I mean either way,
for me.
It was a back and forth. It was a conversation.
You believe that whether it's a kill or a death, that kill was not justified because of how crappy the game is, and your death wasn't justified because of how crappy the game is. And I'm like, well, how do you know who's a better person if your death isn't justified and your kills aren't justified? You just feel in your heart that you're a better player because you feel in your heart that you're a better player. It doesn't make any sense to me when, if nothing's justified,
all right.
Yeah. Like, how does that work?
nothing is justified because of the fucking patents. Right? The patents right there alone dictate everything in the game, from your hit registration to your bullets to your hitbox. It all is justified in the patents, and it doesn't matter.
Why give yourself two parts to that.
Where is this one?
Why add the extra stress onto yourself about getting pissed off about how the game's going and how you're playing that evening? And then second part to that, how do you know you're better than anybody else that you play if nothing's justified?
I think with that part of you saying, how do you know you're better than a player? More or less, the custom games that we did tested the skill of every single player in that lobby. Am I right?
Say that one more time.
I said
for everybody in the back.
When we played, yeah, for everybody in the back. So, and I'm not saying me and Zach and Ryan and whoever we were playing with as a team. I'm not saying we were better than everybody, but who came out at the top every time we played?
For the most part.
And again, that's why we started the whole thing. That's why we started the whole custom lobby thing, because in a custom lobby, you're testing your skill against other skilled players. And at the end, 9 times out of 10, it was me, Zach, and Ryan. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying I'm better than everybody. I'm not saying I'm better than Zach. I'm not saying I'm better than Ryan. Skill based, I know, like I said to you, I know I'm better than you, but it's not me bragging saying I'm better than, I'm the best ever. And no, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
how does
the
that make
custom
sense?
lobby part is truly skill based. I mean, now, is every single kill that happened justified? No. Because who says that the game's not working against me at one point when I'm shooting at you with a Kar 98 from however many yards away?
So as soon as you throw the word justified in there, you're just like, this is the part that I can't understand.
But you're not going to be able to, though.
But you're picking only certain parts out that when your deaths and when it comes to your deaths and your kills, for you to say, hey, we were the top 3 guys in this custom lobby. Well, what if I was one of the guys that says none of my kills were none of my deaths were justified? Then how does that say you're a better player if I can just sit back and say none of my kills were justified and your kills killing me was justified just because of the fact that you killed me and now you're the better player?
See, and I get where you're coming from. And like I said, I mean, it's all going to be opinion based. It's not going to really matter at the end, because you're not going to know the real answer on, how did that kill happen? You're not. I mean, but again, like I said,
you're quick to say that you're a better player than me.
Oh, for sure.
Opinion. But I'm not quick to say that I'm a better player than you. Have I ever said that to you?
And you're right. But when it comes down to the custom lobby, though, that's still, for the most part, that's skill based. I mean, we're not playing against any online player, or I don't want to say online player, but some random freaking guy playing in multiplayer or whatever, Warzone. We're playing against each other. So those skills you're going to be bringing to that custom lobby. So whether or not the game allows me to kill you or the game allows you to kill me, if I killed you in the custom lobby, I mean, that's just based off of skill. Now, is it fully to the point where did I hit you exactly where it shows you? No, probably not. But
did you not just say that, like, there could be instances where like a kill cannot be justified even in a custom lobby match?
That's like I said. I mean, does it mean that maybe I shot you in your shoulder and it shows me shooting in your head?
Well, now you're being a little bit more specific. As before, I took it as it's not justified entirely.
It's just, I mean, like I said, the custom lobby is still going to be based off of skill against whoever's
in the lobby.
On my team, if it's me and Zach, our skill is going to be based off that. If we win, it's because our skill is better than the other people that we were playing against. Let's just say, I don't want to say better, but let's just say our skill on that specific game that we just played was better than the people we just played against. I mean, because there was times when we went up against Ryan when everybody else was dead, and I shot Ryan, and Ryan shot me. So it was like it's back and forth. So, I mean, is custom lobbies the best way to consider who's better and who's not? I think so. Yes.
What about 1v1s, custom lobbies?
1v1s can
You
be
you can get it.
thing.
Yeah, but Josh, how would I not know that you're going to be one of those that you're just going to go right back to square one and say, well, that wasn't justified?
Either way, at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to. It doesn't.
But
I mean,
like, so for example, the custom lobbies, because we're going off that custom lobby, like where all of us played together. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's say that proved without a doubt that you're a better player than I am. Let's just say hypothetically, and you can think that way. And I'm not calling you a liar and by any means.
No. Either way, it wouldn't matter.
Let's say that you believe that particular instance made you a better player. Now, hypothetically, we go jump in a 1v1 match in Modern Warfare, and I just obliterate your ass. What happens then?
See, but that's where it comes down to the skill.
You would be a better player.
You're gonna say
you would be a better player, but I mean, how long have we all been playing together though? I mean, I've played with you long enough. I mean, because how long ago?
I don't play as much as y'all do though. Maybe it's just that I don't. If I put the time in it, like y'all put the time in it, that I would be another reason for me to beat your ass.
No, but see, and that's the whole thing. I might play Tuesday through Saturday, whatever.
Right.
You might play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But we've played together long enough, and our skill levels aren't the same. I mean, and like I said, it's not, and it's not me bragging, and that's not me saying, "Oh yeah, no, Wham Bam's trash." No, that's just me saying, my skill level is higher than Wham Bam's because let's just say, okay, yeah, I play Tuesday through Saturday, but I've been playing for 10 plus years, and our gaming style and our playing style on Warzone, Call of Duty, whatever, is completely different. So I mean, when you put us in a 1v1 scenario, honestly, I mean, the skill again it's going to show.
Yes.
I mean,
if you're
it's just not going to be to me. If I was to play you in a 1v1, and regardless, yeah, we might trade back and forth here and there, but at the end, honestly, the skill is going to prevail. It doesn't matter. I mean, we could play speedball. It doesn't matter which one it is. I mean, whatever map.
The custom lobbies, the skill will show.
Yeah, 100%.
Appreciate you, Boomer. Hey, thanks for sticking around. We're having an interview right now with Gamer1 over on Twitch and Hat Trick TV live on Facebook right now. We're just running things back and forth right now. We're kind of going through some Activision patents right now.
And like I said, that's not me bragging, but against you, yes, I'm confident about that. Yes. Now, if you told me if you put me up against Gunther, I would say, you know what, that's going to be an even matchup.
That's confidence, dude. If you're saying without a doubt,
that is confidence. Yes, I know for a fact that I would beat you in a 1v1. Yes. Now, if you were to put me in a room with Gunther, I would say, you know what, this is going to be a harder matchup. This is going to be an even setup here because, I mean, me and him pretty much almost play the same way. He's a little bit more aggressive, yes, but our skills are damn near the same.
Do y'all ever remember when we played together? Do y'all ever, Josh? You probably might remember more than Zach does. Do y'all ever remember me ever saying that I've never played to my full potential? That's just for show.
No, there's no way, dude.
You don't ever.
I mean, because you know what? There's times. There's times where
you're 100% sure if you don't know if that statement's true or not.
Dude. I mean, and
is it justified?
Honestly, I've watched you play, and we've played together in lobbies, and the amount of rage that I've seen before out of you.
You are on our level sometimes, man.
You can't say that you 100% know, dude, because I could be like fooling everybody.
No.
Bro, you like you said earlier, you played without aim assist for a year and a half.
Yes, I did. And the reason was before that was because I was playing on console before I went to PC. And for whatever reason,
and I remember the day you turned it back on
PC. Yeah.
After we fucking,
you were at a complete disadvantage when you had that off on controller, dude.
Don't get me wrong, I know that. Like my Alex, he used to tell me, dude, you're just like, why? Like, why would you have a controller and play and not have aim assist on? And for the longest time, I was like, well, I feel like aim assist is overcorrecting where I'm trying to aim, so I turned it off.
Yeah, but see, that's you putting yourself in trying to compete against like keyboard and mouse like Zach.
But hold on. But then again, though, there's patents for that. Wham bam. There's patents for that. So people that are less skilled are protected, right? So I'm gonna jump right back into this. So methods for symptoms, methods of systems. Go ahead.
This one second, Zach. So if people are less skilled or protected and they get better games, this question is actually for you, Josh, because I think you probably remember it the most. If people with less skill are protected and they get better games, then how is that not a reason right off the bat for me to play shittier in front of everybody else to get better lobbies?
People do that. People do that. It's reverse boosting.
I was gonna say that's you.
But you're saying that no, you don't believe that comment that I've never played to my full potential.
But see, and that's the whole thing. Why would so you're telling me when you play with me and Zach, you wouldn't be playing to your full potential.
I'm telling you that you have no idea whether I am or not.
There's just no way. And so what would be your whole reasoning by you telling me that you're not playing at your full potential?
Well, Zach just told you why, because
yeah, but that's not helping us though.
Gets better protected.
But that's not helping us though, because either way it doesn't matter because you got me and Zach with over 1.5 KDs.
Well, it's not helping y'all at all. It's helping me.
Yeah, but you're still like that's what I'm saying. Like if you're playing with us, why would you not play to your full potential?
If you're playing with yourself, it helps you. But you would like you getting those bad lobbies. You should be dropping higher kills. But
that means when you put yourself into playing less to your full potential than all those people that you've played with for months or years that you've played in before that have always felt as the better player, you want them to continue to feel that way.
No, that's just
bam bam.
Yeah, that's because you're not gonna play that role the whole time that you play with us. No way.
How would you prove it any other way if I was dead serious on that? And who knows? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. How would you ever know?
You can't. That's like people that are cheating.
What'd you say, Josh?
Are you telling me you're a pro gamer?
That has nothing to do with pro. Just because you're a very well played person doesn't mean you have to be pro.
No, but are you saying you've put in thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on Call of Duty and you're just putting on a show?
You don't have to put in thousands of hours. You can put in hours, but not thousands of hours.
Yeah, you can also download cheats.
So you're saying that there's a good chance.
I thought about it, but never did.
I'm not saying
so you're telling me that your skills and your potential on Call of Duty hasn't been 100%, and you've just been putting on a front.
Bingo.
All right. Well, you went off stream. Why don't you come play with us, and then you let me know that you're playing at your full potential?
Well, why would I do that though?
Oh my god.
I mean, why would I?
This is like being in the messenger chat right now.
I mean,
this is why I stay silent.
I have to live up to how it's been all this time. Like, why would I all of a sudden change it now?
You mean, why would you get good?
Don't get me wrong. You're not the only person that I've. It's funny because Josh. You're not the only person that I've ever talk like that too. You know, my cousin, we grew up playing GoldenEye multiplayer, even split screen, back to that days.
Oh shit!
I don't know if he ever remembers, but I used to do that same thing to him, and we were just young kids then on playing Nintendo 64. Right. But it's nothing new for me.
So you're saying you're a pool shark?
I'm not taking anybody's money though.
Yeah, but you're saying you're saying you're worse than you actually are. Is what you're saying.
I'm saying that y'all will never really know. I'm just saying it's an option.
Because you want to know something. You know what's crazy? Because you say that, but there's no way. There's no way in hell. Because you got guys like Gary, like for Sir Gareth, for one instance. Gary tells us, when he plays with us, that challenges him. It makes him want to play even harder. Right. So you're telling me when you play with us, you're not going to play at your full potential?
I don't really want to.
See, but why? Then why are you playing?
So how can you be so confident in yourself, but you can't be confident in what I'm telling you?
You're just trolling.
That's a straight troll, dog. That's a straight troll.
I should just call you 6'9" at that point because that's what you're doing.
Get under the bridge, dog.
If you're telling me that's like Gary coming into the lobbies and saying, right, I'm not playing at my full potential, guys. Let me actually really play at my full potential, and then him fucking outkill us and outplay us all the time.
I will. I'm gonna say this: if I ever come into uninvited, no invite sent. If I ever come into yours or Zach's lobbies, whichever, maybe even you're in somebody else's lobby, and there's a spot open, and I come into that lobby and you don't hear me on the mic, that's your cue. Like you're not gonna hear me talk. That's your cue. That's when you know what's up.
Ban's clocked in.
I tell you what. You come on. Me and Zach play every night. Well, Tuesday through Saturday, he plays even longer. You join in and you can prove me wrong. And I'd love to see it.
Don't send me an invite because
I'm not. That's why I said join our lobby. And if you join the lobby, I ain't gonna say nothing. I just want you to play, and I want you to show me that you can outplay us because it's gonna be a show that I want to watch. I'll even die and spectate you.
Or Ban, we do 2v2 kill race. You get whoever you want, and we'll join quads. And you and whoever get more kills than me and Josh, we can call
it. I'll call you the better man at that point.
I mean, I don't think you will though. Like, see, that's the thing though. I think you're always going to
no.
It's not justified.
That part. I mean, I think everybody that's been in that conversation with us will never be able to agree with any of it.
You realize that conversation was just between me and you. Nobody ever was even saying.
No, I know, but
it was just between the two of us.
But it's still, I mean, even like when we jumped into a game with everybody, it was like, was that justified? Duncan, everybody, was that a justified kill? So I mean, it's like, it doesn't really matter. So it's like, come on, man.
I already got Texas fall damage in my chat. Said he'll be my teammate.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool.
He's him and Black Sheep do quite a bit of custom lobbies.
Yeah, they played with us.
I'm down. Yeah, I was gonna say Black Sheep's played in custom lobbies with us. I don't know if Alex has played.
Fall damage did.
Did he?
Yes.
He was. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He was one of the originals that we got. I think we met him through Black Sheep, or it was either Frontman. I don't really remember.
I forgot all about them too. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
we played against all of them.
Yeah, he's with Black Sheep most of the time when they're playing custom lobbies and Fortnite and all that other stuff.
Right.
I see what I was going to think about. So I already had something else in my mind that I was going to ask you, but give me a second.
Well, I'll bring you back to this because none of it really matters when you're playing in public lobbies. So, back to the private lobbies. That's where you're going to find out where the real skill is. So, in the public lobbies, there's more patents, methods and systems for improved content generation in multiplayer game environments. And you scroll down. One Once an assessment is made, the computer program that executes the gaming environment modifies elements of the session and/or gameplay parameters as the session is being created based on the aggregate skill level, basically as a whole. The skill level as a whole is, of the lobby. In embodiments, session modifications may include, but are not limited to, adjusting the number of enemies, adjusting the complexity of puzzles, the player adjustments, which may include the player's health, damage, speed, available abilities, and difficulty level. In embodiment, a player's health is scaled based on the player's skill level. Data corresponding to acquired skill level of each player is generated and presented to a player via game console, resulting in each player with the team experiencing a different degree of difficulty or challenge while still experiencing the same content in the gameplay session. So they're adjusting your health, your damage, your speed, all in real time. So this is more figures, drawings that they have. A table will provide an exemplary list of parameters of a gameplay session that are modified based on a player's skill level and the corresponding experience for players of different skill levels. For example, in a first-person shooter game environment, when a first person aims his weapon at a target, a parameter defining the tolerance of how accurate the player's aim must be to hit the target is modified based on the acquired skill level of the player. The computer assigns the tolerance for how accurate the player's aim must be to hit the target based on different skill level of the first player. A player having a higher skill level will be assigned a lower tolerance parameter and therefore will have to be more accurate in aiming in order to hit the target. A player having lower skill level will be assigned a higher tolerance parameter and therefore could be less accurate in aiming to hit the target. So basically, you're shit at the game, you can't fucking shoot the side of a red barn, and guess what? You're still going to get kills. You're still going to hit me. You're still going to kill me. Why? Because the game has gave you a higher tolerance for your aim. My hitbox is bigger. No, it's not aim assist. My hitbox is bigger. But if I'm shooting at you and you're not as skilled as I am, then my hitbox on you is very, very tiny. And I have to shoot exactly pinpoint accurate to get my hits. And now, I'm not going to name any names here, but I have watched some players live on stream, not on kill cam, and they're shooting over someone's shoulder, but yet they're getting hit markers on someone. They're not shooting the person at all, but yet they're getting hit markers. But I shoot someone in the face, and I'm left wondering, where the fuck did my bullet go? Why am I not getting hit markers? I'm on the dude's body, but yet, hey, I aim over here, over his right shoulder, and I'm going to get hit markers. Why? Because I suck. And that's Activision actively making sure everyone has a good time. The moment you do too good, here comes little Timmy. Oh, I'm going to spray over here, hit markers, and you're dead. That's not just, well, it is justified, but it's not justified. Because there's no way I should lose that fight. But little Timmy has Activision's patent protecting him, giving him a lower tolerance for how accurate he can be, which means he can fucking shoot all over the place and still hit me.
It's insane, dude.
It's all in the game.
Shrinking down, I mean, that's in real time. It says it's in real time.
In real time.
So Josh, does that mean anything to you about, did you know that information?
No, I did.
You did.
But at the same time,
it's thing still doesn't.
But that's just, what's that?
The justification, like your shots being justified or not, that doesn't change anything.
Either way, at the end of the day, you're not going to justify any of it.
You know how you get out around that?
Yeah, you don't play it anymore.
Well, that's one option. But Josh, do you know how you get out around that without completely quitting the game?
What's that?
Playing like dog water.
Just put a little less.
See, but here's the real question though. Did you know about that?
I didn't.
Exactly. So don't tell me that you're not playing at full potential.
So the justification thing starts to make more sense now if there's a patent based on how big your hit marker is what I'm
Your
getting
hip,
at.
yes,
So
but
this,
that's like
so,
that, and I'm not saying your KD's 0.59, but that just
Boomer, yeah. Google it. I'll pull them up for you. These are all patents by Activision. They own them all. Give me 1 second. Me
didn't know anything about it.
That doesn't change the fact that I can still play a certain way and get away with it.
But it's still you had no clue about any of the patents that go on and about the hitbox and all that.
The only thing the hitbox does is justify a shot now.
Yeah, but still, at the end of the day,
these are patents right here, Boomer.
You haven't played at your full potential because you know that you'll be able to have
U.S. patent and system for improved content generation in multiplayer gaming environments.
anyway, but you would want to play tournaments, right?
Google that. There's the patent number right there. That's one.
Yeah, but I mean at the same time,
Oh.
all the rage and
They have patents for
moments of you.
dynamically weighing match variables to better tune player matches, basically meaning you have a good time when you play the game, or that little Timmy has a good time when he plays the game for a few hours. Meanwhile, you struggle for 3 to 4 hours to even drop 5 kills.
I mean, I've watched a lot, and I've played with a lot of people.
Going back.
Like, if you're saying that you're not playing 100%.
Patent for matchmaking system and method for multiplayer video games. So this is basically the patent for SBMM, gathering you with other players of your same skill level or around that. And Google all these. You can look these all up. That's exactly it, Boomer. And then they have a patent for driving microtransactions in multiplayer video games. So basically stating that people who have the rose skin, let's just say, will be placed with people of a lower skill level that don't have the rose skin. That way, when the person who has rose is the best kid in the lobby, drops 15, 20 kills, whatever, multiplayer Warzone, that little Timmy, who's not so good, and this is no offense to anyone, looks at this guy and says, Rose, he's got that, I need that. And then he goes and buys it because he thinks Rose will make him better, or this gun skin will make him better. Basically a patent making sure Activision is constantly getting money in their pocket by matching people who have something with people that don't have something. And it's insane. Yeah. They adjust everything from your health to your speed to your damage to the size of your hitbox, all like we were just talking about, based on your skill, which the game has determined through all the statistics that it tracks, be it accuracy, score per minute, kills to deaths, headshots, your favorite gun, what time you play, who you play with. It's all determined and put into a pot of a player profile for you. And then from that, they dictate how good you do, when you do, and when you do it. Yes, you can still kind of control the game, but Activision is actively working behind the scenes against you. I suggest you go and look these all up if you want. I can pull it up right here for you. Activision Publishing, right there. So, a system and method provided that drives microtransactions in the multiplayer video game. The system may include microtransactions arranged matches to influence game-related purchases. For instance, the system may match a more expert marquee player with a junior player to encourage the junior player to make game-related purchases. A junior player may wish to emulate the marquee player by attaining weapons or other items used by them. So they're influencing people who aren't as good as them with people who are better than them that have different things than they do just so they can buy stuff from the store.
I'm going to remember.
You can look that one up yourself. Matchmaking system. A matchmaking system and method that is provided that facilitates optimization of player matches for multiplayer video games. So we all know what that is. Okay? In this manner, the system may continually tune the matchmaking processes based on observation of player behavior, gameplay quality, or other information. And we've went in depth in some of this, but if you want to read it, it is a lot of word salad. But if you read this stuff, it will open your eyes and make you understand why some things are happening a little bit differently than they should. This one. Systems and methods for dynamically weighing match variables used variables to better tune. Nah. Nah.
I mean, but see, but people like me and him, though, we know what a hacker looks like.
Nah, Boomer, you're good, man. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm glad I could actually provide some information to you that you maybe didn't know about. And other people don't know about it. Like Gamer1, who's interviewing us, he didn't even know this was a thing. So yeah, it's pretty crazy, man.
You're saying my aim was being a little snappy. Are you me a hacker?
No, I'm just.
So this was the other one.
I got more respect for you than that, buddy.
No, I mean, even if you didn't.
Let me get what the other one I was.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, if you actually knew what you were looking at and how I play.
That was just me. But you really, know,
This might be the same one.
The first person to hack is the one that calls other people a hacker the most.
That's true, but I mean, just like you, I've never. I mean,
It's the microtransaction.
The most hacking that I've done is Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
On PlayStation. I would never on Call of Duty specifically.
So this one is a matchmaking system and method is provided that facilitates optimization. Wait, is this the one we already read? There's 4 different patents I have right here.
Did you play CS:GO?
And I'm trying to do this all on one screen, so I'm kind of getting a little lost here.
Actually, you're right. No, CS:GO when I was like 10, I did have wall hacks, but it only worked for like 2 days because my computer.
This is the one I think. They're all like similar in the wordage. You have to get down into the description of it, but those are the patents right there. Come on.
So what if there's hacks for today in Call of Duty? What if those were free? Would you hack?
No. I mean, there is stuff that you could get.
Yeah, those patents right there.
I mean,
nope.
I'm at this point where it's like, what is the reason?
Patent number 11040286. Patent 10857468. Patent 10322-351. Patent 9789406. Look them up. But I appreciate you, man. No worries, dude. I appreciate you stopping by. We've been on here for about 2 hours now. Yeah, so my brain's getting a little tired here. But read through them. When you're sitting on the toilet taking a dump or whatever, man, scroll through them. Try not to let it influence you one way or another. They're doing it as a business decision. I get it. It doesn't make it right. But if you look at it as a business perspective, it makes sense. But hopefully open your eyes a little bit and maybe influence some things down the road. I don't know if I'm buying Modern Warfare 2. Just because of the things that I know. I will probably play Warzone 2, but I don't know. Yeah, man. It's good reading material. Is it? A lot of it is just technical terms. Yeah, there you go. But it'll be some good knowledge. But I appreciate you coming by, man.
There's only one person that I would say is 100% legit, and that would be Nick Merckx, and that's it.
They don't even play Warzone anymore.
Oh wait, you know what? Exactly. And he doesn't even play no more. And Dr. Disrespect. Those are the two people that I would honestly say I would watch if they played Warzone, and I could say they're 100% legit.
Disrespect Nick Merce.
That's it.
100 legit on Warzone.
If they played Warzone still.
Well, Dr. Disrespect still plays, I think.
Yeah, he still plays.
Yeah, he's quit like a bunch of times, but
yeah, but I just called there and
the other thing is, and you guys will hate me for it. If they're playing on controller and they're on PC, there's not much you can do about it. You will never be able to definitively tell if someone's cheating or not, unless they pop up their hack menu, their cheating menu. And a lot of people just simply pass it off as aim assist. It's aim assist, bro. It's aim assist. Aim assist does not stick to your fucking center chest, no matter where you move, jump, crouch, slide. It does not stick to you.
And that's where a lot of the people that are hacking, they put that aimbot. It's just it's clear as day. Like I was saying the other day when we were playing, I was getting shot by a guy that was truly stuck to me as I'm jumping down a set of stairs. You would be overspraying somebody that's jumping down a set of stairs. A normal player would be shooting, or even undershooting somebody that was jumping down a set of stairs.
Yeah, there's no overshoot. There's no undershoot. Yeah.
You're not just gonna be stuck to me. Like it's straight sticky aim. Like we always say. That's all it is.
But I mean, a lot of it then goes back to how long we've been playing. And I mean, I've also seen a lot of cheats by playing games on PC for 10 plus years. I know what wall hacks look like. I know when someone's trying to hide with wall hacks. I know when someone's using a soft aimbot or rage hacking. Yes, there are people that are better than me.
Your normal person's not going to watch that. They're just going to automatically hurry up and try and
respawn. Right.
They're not going to watch that.
So how can you tell right off the bat then whether if somebody's using aimbot aren't just playing with a controller?
I mean,
dude, if you knew, like, if you were to actually pay attention to what you're watching, you would know automatically.
So how do you so what if somebody that actually had hacks that turned that down, but they were still using a controller? Because it sounds like maybe
still tell.
But I mean, how do you tell a difference between somebody that's using hacks that's using a controller compared to using hacks that's using a mouse and keyboard? If they tweak them to look
There's not going to be anything that you can fully tweak to fully hide what you're doing. There's just no way.
It's all mechanical.
Exactly.
Somehow these really up in there streamers are getting accused of hacking. Like, how if that's not the case, then how does it happen? You're just basically saying it's impossible to tweak it to where it just
no.
Yeah, but that's like foot pedal and shit. Turn it on and off.
You can. You can tune it to where that's what they call soft aimbot, basically. Yeah. But it's still, if you know what you're looking at, then you can tell when it's a soft aimbot and it's just sticking to you. They have a field of view slider, basically. If you can imagine like your crosshair, right? You know how that crosshair or little dot on your screen? If that crosshair gets blown up bigger and bigger, you can have a slider on it to how big you want that. Now, that means whenever you toggle your aimbot on, it will snap to the nearest target in that screen. We all know what a rage hacker looks like, right? You don't see rage hackers anymore because why? They get banned immediately, right? But what people do is they have soft aimbot. They set the field of view slider very, very small as it can go, right? So they still need to aim, but once they aim on you, it never leaves you. No matter what you do, you could jump over a rail, like Josh said. You jump off the steps, jump over a rail, handrail, but yet it follows you perfect the way you fall. You're falling from the skies. And now, don't get me wrong, people hit good shots or hit random once in a lifetime shots. But that's not every kill. It's not every time. And every death when you die, or you spectate them out. What, Josh? The past month, we've got 3 hackers banned live. Yeah. Live on stream, banned. Because we can tell. And they're not brand new, fresh accounts. Some of them are. Some of them are already old accounts. The dude's been playing. He's been hacking. Or he decided that, hey, I'm actually shit at the game at prestige level 3, level 299, that I'm going to download some cheats. And then he downloads, I'm not going to say the name because I don't want people going and downloading the shit. but downloads a third-party program and starts cheating. Next thing you know, one report, because that cheating software has been detected in over thousands of other PCs, he's instant banned. That doesn't mean he's not going to be able to come back. He'll be able to make a brand new account. You can buy accounts. You can buy hacked accounts.
The ones that aren't using software cheats, what about the one that are using hardware?
What, Cronus?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still cheating. It's just not detectable.
So, I mean, can you still tell if somebody was using that or not?
It's hard to tell, and you won't know unless you're watching them stream and their cheat menu pops up, or you watch from their hand cam that you can see their Cronus plugged into the fucking side right underneath, right? Unless they fuck up, you won't never know. But Cronus's acts very similar to aimbot. It's not aimbot. It just adds aim assist. You got a slider in there that how much aim assist you want? Slide it all the way up. And essentially, it's the same thing.
But if it looks like aim assist and acts like aim assist, how would you tell any different?
Well, aim assist doesn't stick. Aim assist doesn't stick. It's an assist. It helps you get on target. And it helps you stay on target. It doesn't stick to the target, though. So when you have extra aim assist, and that's what I'm saying, when you slide around the corner and then bunny hop twice to a drop shot, and the dude sticks to your chest the whole time, there's something else going on. He doesn't undershoot. He doesn't overshoot over your shoulder. When you drop down, he doesn't keep shooting up high. It's a bloop.
So you don't think a device like Cronus could be like, hey, let me up the ante on the aim assist, but
No.
have it where it locks on?
Well, a Cronus won't necessarily lock on because it's not hacks. It's just super buffing your aim assist to where it kind of does hold on. It doesn't snap. It doesn't do anything like an aimbot would. It just magnifies your aim assist and sticks to you. It's hard to tell the difference, and you really can't, between hacks and Cronus. People have good aim. I've never not denied that people are better than me or anything like that. But by playing games for long enough and knowing what cheats look like,
Everybody said I'm getting riled up. No, I'm far from riled up. That's way off.
but your casual gamer won't know. Your casual gamer doesn't care to know. Your casual gamer, like Josh said, gets killed by the guy and presses X to skip the fucking kill cam just so he can get back as far as, oh, I just died, right? Your average casual gamer does not care. As me and Josh, we're not your average casual gamer. We've played since Modern Warfare 4, and we've basically have been sweats ever since. When the game, before sweats were even a fucking thing, we were the OG sweats. But now, you can't tell the difference. Can't tell the difference. Everybody's meant to be on the same playing field by these patents and or cheating devices, and the fact that Activision allows it.
I've seen several videos over the last year, I would say, of people that swear up and down they're not cheaters, and then they get banned.
Well,
If that happened to one of y'all, how would y'all react to that?
I've never been banned because I've never cheated. You only get banned if you're fucking cheating. So I would never react to that because I don't cheat. I would fucking cheat in a video game because I'm better than the average players in the game to where I don't need to fucking have a third-party program or Cronus or Strike Pack to assist me.
But I don't think the cheating, whatever Activision had, what was it called again?
Ricochet.
You think ultimately that is what determines if somebody's cheating or not?
Now, yes and no. It's mixed still between the Activision security team and Ricochet. Ricochet's the program. There's still Activision security who go through and actually still probably manually review things. But if the cheats have been detected by Ricochet, Ricochet will ban them live while you're playing. They will ban them when you report them. It has happened. We've watched it.
So you don't don't think there's ever been any instance where somebody got banned and they actually weren't using hacks.
No. And if anyone says they were banned because of another reason other than I was cheating, they're lying. You don't get banned for nothing.
So you might have answered this question already, Zach. So is using a Chronos, is that hacking?
Technically, yes. But because it's not picked up by a console, right? Well, and it's external hardware. It's not hardware that's in your PC. Right. It's not. Yes, it's not picked up and registered by Activision or any cheating program at all.
So Josh, that lets me ask you then, if you played somebody that was using Chronos and they beat you, are you the better player or are they the better player?
No, hell no.
Yeah, we're still the better player.
You can't.
It's because it's not justified.
I was gonna say that's not a question. I mean,
they're using a third-party program.
I was gonna say you're using a program to try and beat me as a player, so it's like
it's still third-party application, whether it's hardware or software.
You're still using something to try and beat yourself.
You bought something that doesn't come with the game to make you better.
Do y'all remember Game Genie?
Yes, that's cheating, like a Game Shark for Game Boy. That's still cheating.
No,
it's cheating. No, but listen, it is cheating. It's a cheating device. Whether you say it is or isn't, and we were cheating when we were playing Pokemon, getting fucking unlimited fucking rare candies. It's still cheating.
Wait a minute, where the fuck did you get those?
That's Game Shark.
Yeah, Game Shark, that was the other one.
Yeah, but that's still cheating. Like even when you play Grand Theft Auto and you do L2, R1, triangle, square, circle to get unlimited health or lower your wanted level. Yeah, okay, you might be doing it just because you're tired of the game, but it's still cheating. Cheatcodes.cc or whatever was a fucking cheat website back in the day. Any game that was ever made, you could go on and search for fucking... Yeah, or those.
Do y'all not see that as because you're not... It's not a competitive thing. Then it's just... You're just making a small edit to the game for Grand Theft Auto to give you more money or give you like a car that you can't find in the map. Like, how is that compared to actually cheating in a competitive format to where you're actually playing against someone? That you're just playing, you're playing a single player.
Well, that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference. No, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference right there. You're playing with yourself. You're not playing with others. Once you start playing with other people and you start cheating or doing other nefarious things, that's when it becomes a problem. You can cheat and play single-player games all you want. Who gives a fuck? No one's gonna fucking care, right? The first game I probably, besides Pokemon, cheated on was The Sims. Fucking Rosebud. Yeah, Rosebud over and over and over and over and over and over again. Get fucking $10 million so you can build the biggest house that you could. Yeah, it's still cheating because I didn't actually progress through the game and do a job and stuff like that, but it's a single-player game. Like you said, who gives a fuck? But the moment people give a fuck is once you start competing with other people. Even if it's a public lobby and just, hey, it's whoever is joining. Like what happens in Call of Duty. Still cheating. The moment you cross the line to competition is when you start playing with people.
Yep.
Whether it's for fun or not.
In all honesty, Josh, if this silent wham bam that comes into a lobby with y'all one day, if you get wiped, would you ever say I was a cheater?
You already asked that.
Would you ever call me one? Like specifically not face to face, but one on one.
That would come down to me watching and spectating.
But yeah, but it's if you why would I? If your eyes are like laser beams on everybody's gun and everybody's crosshair.
Sorry guys, I forgot this was turned down.
What if I just manipulated that a little bit?
I can't see that in you.
Man, you don't have no confidence in me at all, bro. I'm starting to feel bad over here.
It's not that I don't have any confidence in you.
I mean, we played over here. Josh don't know shit.
we played enough together No, because there's no way that you're not gonna play at your full potential when you play with us. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Back on that.
Bro, you might want to take that hat off. What color's your hair?
Me?
Yeah, you motherfucking troll.
What do you mean? What color's my hair? What color's the troll's hair? Is it green?
But it's like, come on, man. Like, anybody that plays with us is like, you're not gonna just stand back and then just let everybody else play.
You got a newly awakening.
I mean, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Sometimes reality hits people in certain times of their life. You know what I mean?
I mean, and in all reality, if you come back and not even come back, if you join the lobby and not say anything and you fucking burn the lobby down,
Josh is a
I'm
fucking
happy for you.
hacker.
No, I'm happy for you, but best believe me and Zach are gonna fucking sit there and go back and watch that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna pinpoint every single thing, and then you know what? I probably won't be able to play with y'all anymore because you won't. You'd be like, this dude, he did this the entire time.
And honestly, I would probably purposely die so I can watch you play. Since you're not gonna be streaming, it's just gonna be like, no, I want to watch Wham Bam play.
But see, then he's not gonna try as hard because you know he killed you, so he's gonna take it easy.
Turn it down.
If I know you're watching, I mean, if
he's gonna turn his script off,
and you're dead in like 30 seconds, they're like game over. You know what
I mean? You don't want to blow your cover. I get it.
Hold on, boys.
So,
Josh, I only do that to you, buddy.
That's fine.
And there's a reason behind that. If you ever want to know the reason, just ask.
What's the reason?
It's easy. Yeah, you're not the only one. Trust me, though. So don't feel like I'm singling you out.
Nah, he's
even though
Wham Bam still wants to 1v1 me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like you trying to 1v1 Ryan. Or I mean,
Ryan, he was do you remember though? I don't know if y'all remember or not, but do y'all remember? Did I tell y'all the conversation that me and him went at it for a few minutes?
Dude, we were in the same chat when we had the whole custom lobby going.
No, but it was a message that he sent me later, apologizing.
Oh, let's go get
Yeah, dude, he was he apologized later, which is I don't even remember exactly in detail what we were even talking about because it's been such a long.
I don't know. Something triggered him and he went off.
But yeah, he did not like
the troll.
The way
the troll that you are. That's it. I mean,
Josh, it's not with everybody though. You know what I mean?
No, I mean,
but to the ones, I'll choose the ones that are easy. Yeah, it just happens.
That's what I say all the time. I said, Wham Bam pokes the bear, and the bear is the whole chat.
Oh goodness! I think I've poked the chat here.
I poked
a couple times.
Oh, I know. That's all it is. But I mean, it keeps it interesting, you know. And I have no feelings towards any of it, you know. I could care less about half the shit that goes on in there, or anything that you try to get opinions on, or whatever anybody says. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens in the future with that.
Yeah, you poke it until you get a reaction, and that's what I watch.
Right. Like, but see, it's for all and get fun though. It's never to piss anybody off. It's never to make them feel a certain way.
I think I honestly felt like I was in a whole blur that day that you had that whole fucking thing going that day. I was at work and it was like 6 hours full of text.
Right.
Or messages. See, and I'm like, and I sat there damn near all day. I mean, I was working, but I sat there damn near all day feeling like the day just blew by because I was just watching everybody's opinions just continuously come down my phone. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Zach, let's bring you into that. Josh, did you tell him about that conversation at all?
Who? Zach?
Zach.
No, because honestly, I mean, once it got to the point of like everybody started voicing their opinions, I just.
Well, that was the purpose. Yeah, everybody. Let's just see how many people, and out of like how many of us are in there? 7, 6 or 7.
I don't know, but that honestly felt like it was like 20 people.
As many as much we were going back. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I surprised frontman Martin the most.
I mean, you want that reaction.
Because I want to know. I mean, like I said earlier, you never fully know somebody 100% unless you ask a tough question.
That's
and
true.
that was a tough one for a few people that were in the chat. Martin
But-
being one. Nothing that was a bad thing, but I think he was extremely surprised.
Right. That's why I mean.
But again,
I'm not.
British people know the stereotypes of people that are in the South of the United States.
I keep my mouth shut with that kind of stuff. So, I mean, that's why I didn't.
Your daily life. Let's just get off of gaming for a little bit, Josh. Since you're already talking, in your daily life, do you act the same the way? You just no opinion, just keep your mouth shut, don't ever say anything.
I don't want to say that that's how I live my life
or not,
but I will speak when somebody needs to be spoken to about something. I mean, I'll voice my opinion, yes, but I mean, I ride the wave, man. That's all I do.
Here's my opinion. Everyone's got an asshole, and everyone has an opinion.
True, yes, but you know,
this one was Josh. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell him. So there's, like Josh said, it feels like there's 20 of us, but there's only like 6 or 7, maybe 8. I don't really remember. One of the guys don't even talk. Actually, 2 of the guys don't even talk that I think. So for the most part, it's Warzone this, Warzone that, memes here, a couple funny videos, just whatever, but mostly game related, right? So I kind of feel like that I'm the only person in the group chat that will try to initiate, or what Josh was saying, trying to get try to get somebody to react. Well, the reason I do that is because you never fully 100% know who you're, gaming all day long. You know that person outside of that or inside of that, but you don't know them outside of that. So, Zach, the video that in the group chat was, it was a what do they call them? Somebody that cross dresses. It's a man that's dressed in women's clothes.
A cross dresser?
Yeah, it's a cross dresser, but there's another word for it.
I mean, are you talking about a transgender person?
No, they don't necessarily have to be like.
I mean, Josh's talking about a cross dresser, then, bro.
Yeah, but there's another term for it because I labeled it. I put another term on. I didn't say cross dresser. Anyways, you get the idea. So there's a cross dresser that is in what presumes to be, it looks kind of like a Catholic church. Could be an Orthodox. Can't really tell the difference between the two. They kind of dress similar. It looks like a dude in a robe. With a girl that's, I don't know, Josh, what would you say, 8 to 10 years old?
Probably.
And it's the 3 of them, and it looks like to be a priest, and it looks like to be the cross-dresser dude. It was obviously a dude because it looked like a woman, but it sounded like a man. And it was that little 8 to 10-year-old girl, and the priest is trying to talk to the girl on learning. I could be getting this wrong. Learning like how to accept anybody, and how the church is to accept. And so, long story short, this is a pretty controversial videos because I would assume that people's going to have an opinion on it. Because it was just a TikTok that once you get on a certain side of TikTok, if you're on TikTok and you ever use it, once you watch a certain kind of video for a short amount of time, it's going to throw those videos at you as you keep swiping. Right. But anyways, like Josh was saying, we went wild with like the responses, right? Because there was only like 3 or 4 of us that actually respond. Like I said, you got some of those people that just didn't. They just, pop their popcorn and sit back and watch the show. But that was like me learning things about people that you really don't know when it comes to this kind of like content, as far as watching people play games all day, and that's all they talk about is just playing games all day, like this game this and this game that. So get back to what I was saying earlier. Martin was the one I seen that seemed to be surprised the most, even though Gary and me, pretty similar, but I don't think he grew up in the South.
Well, it's because fucking Martin's English, bro.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing. I don't think British people...
No offense, but...
How we grew up in the South, and I mean, y'all know the difference between people that are raised in the North and then, you know, people that grew up in the South, but... yeah, I surprised him quite a bit, and he learned something about me that he probably never knew that he would ever learn. But I'm not, you know, if you know, we can have like the greatest relationship playing games, and it's not going to be anything more than that. You're not going to know anything else about me, and I could be. On a serious note, I could be like completely suicidal and nobody would ever know, because all we ever talk about is just games and nothing personal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As long as, I mean, you just gotta speak up.
I'm not throwing out any kind of hints or anything, because I'm not, and I never would be. But that was just one of those things I threw out there in our group chat, and it went wild, like Josh said. And it feels like we were talking
like 6 hours.
Yeah, we were talking on it for just like, it felt like half the day.
I just, after a certain point, I put it down. I said, that's it.
Josh, I don't even remember if you even threw your opinion. You might have at some point.
My opinion in that doesn't matter.
Right.
So, I mean, that's what I said. I voice my opinion when it needs to be, but stuff like that, it's just, there's no point.
So things like that. It can be like, especially when you have younger kids, right? Josh, you got younger kids. Whether you're going to think they're going to be affected by it later or not, at some point they will, and then you'll have to make that decision to make it your
say it's going to be affected, though. It's just what you teach them in the long run.
Right. But at some point in life, you know, it's going to affect your life personally. Whether when it happens is, who knows? But
why would it, though?
Because it's the world that we live in.
It's the world we live in, but why would it? I mean, why does it have to affect you, though?
Because if it's something that you disagree with, it's going to affect you in a negative way.
Only if you let it affect you.
I was going to say, but who says that I'm going to disagree with like that situation?
Well, that's the reason.
And who says I'm going to have, like I said on that, though? Why would I? I mean, if I have an opinion on it, yeah. But if I don't have an opinion on it at all, and I just say I don't care, where does that leave me?
Well, if you say currently, if it doesn't affect you, and you say you don't care, then that doesn't. Then yeah, that's
there's going to be no exactly. But
at
I mean,
that's what it does, and then you say I don't care, then yeah,
that's what I'm gonna. That's what I'm gonna stand on forever. It's not going to affect me in any way because I don't care. I mean, the only things that I'm worried about at the end of the day, off topic of games and everything else in life in general.
Right.
I could give two shits about what's going on. I mean, what am I gonna do? You know, what am I gonna do as one person and as a whole? And I'm not even gonna get political in any type of way.
Right.
Me as one person, let's just say inflation, whatever you want to fucking say, president. What the hell am I gonna do? I still got to wake up every day, and I still got to go and work. I got to do everything that I got to do to provide for my family. What am I going to kick and scream and cry because this person or the president or that person's trying to do this or that? I don't give a shit. You know, it's not something that's going to affect me. I'm going to teach my kids the things that I want to teach them, and I'm going to tell them the things that I want to tell them, or they're going to learn. They might see stuff like that, but at the end of it, I'm just going to say, why does it matter? You know, when you get older, maybe one day you'll understand. My opinion on that's not going to matter, because if you see that and you think that's right,
appreciate you, buddy.
You feel like that's something that you want to figure out when they're older, go ahead.
Appreciate you, buddy. We're just kind of wrapping up this stream right here. we just got done kind of going over some Activision patents and stuff like that in Warzone, but we're just chit-chatting it up with our guys right here. Hat Trick and Gamer One.
Do you look at the world that we live in a certain way at all, or currently you're just I don't really care. It's not affecting me.
Bro, I live my life one day at a time.
Exactly.
Happiness is
he's
the
gotta
key to
live the
life.
fucking same way.
Like,
I mean, this motherfucker just picked up and left and went to Alaska. Like, I mean,
Yeah, dude, that's
it doesn't matter, you know.
right.
Why does this world and everything that goes on, all the fucking the money talk and all the fucking price raises and all that? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna kick and scream? No, I'm gonna fucking wake up tomorrow and go to work.
So kicking and screaming though, like what is that? What are you
But that
describing? When you say kicking
bitching,
and screaming?
complaining, moaning,
Bitching,
crying,
like
whining.
let's just say the our parents or our grandparents or whatever, the political side of our families that sit there and argue and don't talk to each other for weeks or months or whatever because of their political views. Why does that matter?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. So
There's
you're
a
telling me
difference.
you would disown and stop talking to your family for weeks or months because you don't agree with your political views with your
No,
brother, your sister, your
no,
mom, whatever.
no, I would
So
never do that.
exactly.
Mm.
See, that's us. But the people before us, like our parents and everybody, like I said, they'll sit there and complain, kick and scream and cry and complain about everything that goes on with. But why? They might say, "Oh, your one vote counts. Your this counts." No, it doesn't because again, the outcome is going to be what they want it to be. It doesn't matter.
Just
My
like the
one,
patents and
my
Activision.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. We go back to
Right.
the same shit. You're what you say, what you want, and what you vote on isn't going to matter because the potential, well, not even potential, the potential, the outcome of what the world is going to have, or what president, whatever you want to talk about, or whatever you want to say it is, your one opinion isn't going to matter. Who cares? So I'm like he
When it comes
said,
to
like Zach says,
politics,
I'm going to live every day.
right? When it comes to politics
And I don't
your
even want to get on that topic
personal
because
feeling, no,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't really do. If you caught me 10 to 12 years ago, that would be a wholly different.
Even
Chat, we got some hot, spicy diarrhea brewing up.
at this day and age, who
Woo-wee.
like I said, what are we gonna do?
Stomach is a bubbling, but I appreciate everybody coming by. What we'll probably do is we're gonna end this stream and maybe we'll pick up another one for some Warzone in a little bit. I don't know how much longer this is gonna go on, but we're just sitting here hanging out, chatting. But I appreciate everyone coming by.
I appreciate you.
All our real ones for hanging
I
out
appreciate
for a long
you.
time and
I
chatting
appreciate.
up with us.
What am I gonna say? I mean, I might tell him like my opinion, and then
What the fuck does a stranger's opinion
what's
have on my life?
it
What the
gonna? I was
effect
gonna say,
does it have to do to me?
what's it gonna matter?
Maybe what if your one opinion had an effect on their life in a positive way?
Well, then that's good.
But you would
If
never
there's
know
a-
because you're just gonna be like, I don't care.
No.
No, exactly. No, I mean, I could take whatever I want out of it and have a positive outlook about something that person had an opinion on. Yes, but I mean, I don't know you, so you can
What I'm
have your opinion
saying-
too.
What I'm saying is, if a complete stranger is voicing their opinion to you, and whether you can tell or not that they need to know what, well, I'm not even going to say need because I don't think it's ever,
I was
well,
gonna say that's
it
not.
could be a need. It could be a need. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. They're voicing their opinion to you, and let's just say hypothetically that your opinion could like turn their life around. Would you still wouldn't voice it just because it doesn't matter?
It's having a conversation.
It depends, but that all depends on what we're talking about. Like if some random person was to come up to me and say they're going through this or going through that and all this other stuff, I mean, yeah, of course, if they want to talk about it, something, then I'm gonna tell them my opinion on whatever they're going through or whatever. It doesn't. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean,
what they just told you, like if your opinion's the opposite of theirs.
I mean, either way,
Who gives a fuck?
pretty much. But I mean, either way, everybody has their own opinion. So it's like,
Yeah, that's it.
whether they take in what I tell them or whether I don't say anything at all, I mean, it's not going to matter. I mean, especially if it's a stranger. I mean, but maybe if I say something to a stranger, or if I voice my opinion on something, maybe they will take it and say, "Oh, you know what? Maybe he's right." But I mean,
let me give you a hypothetical situation, and we're going to take it all. And this is going to be towards the end because we're getting way off topic here. Let's go back to that video, but let me do it hypothetically because I don't know if that little girl's parents were even there, or if the priest was her parent, or if the other whatever you want to call it was her dad or mom. If you seen that, and let's just say that little girl she's part of the what is it? Sometimes when I go to ask questions, I forget certain terms. She doesn't have a mom or dad. She lives in the God. What's the term?
Adopted,
what's the word?
foster care.
She's a foster child. And Zach, this is gonna be tough for you because you didn't see the video. So she's like an 8 to 10 to 12 little girl inside of a church. Let's say she's a foster child. Her parents, she don't know her parents. The foster, and I'm talking, I'm going wild with this one, just whatever comes to my mind. They'll say the foster place that she's not adopted, but she stays at a foster care, like asks their kids if, every Sunday or whatever, if they want to go to church. And they took this little girl to that church, and the priest wasn't her dad, and the other dude wasn't her dad, or whatever you want to call her. How do you think that affects that little girl's life by them forcing their opinion, or them putting their opinion on her at such a young age? You think that matters?
But is it even my place to put my opinion in?
But is it the priest's place and the other person's place as well to put their opinion on such a young girl?
I mean, if the guardian is putting their thoughts and ideas onto it, then yeah. But it's not my place.
She doesn't have a guardian. She's in foster care.
She got a fucking guardian. The girl's not
a mother and a father. Let's hypothetically here.
Bro, my opinion don't matter at the end of the day.
But you're okay if two other adults voice their opinion towards a child, but yours doesn't matter. But you're okay if theirs does.
Theirs at the end of the day doesn't matter either. It comes down to the child making their own decision in their own life, just like every other person. Opinions don't fucking matter. Opinions are like assholes. Like I said, everyone has one, and it doesn't fucking matter, bro.
Right, but somebody's gonna eventually believe one of those opinions. So an opinion can,
and that's on the person who's believing it or not. Right. That's not on me. So, I could tell you a complete lie, and if you believe it, that's on you. That's not on me. Yeah, I fucked up and told you some stupid shit, but that's on you. Now, so a minor doesn't know any better.
Do you think a child's gonna know the difference?
No, but is the child going to know the difference between if my opinion is right or that person's opinion is right? They're not.
Right. So they could just be blatantly lying and it'd be totally cool.
As far as the child, no, they're not going to know.
And I was going to say, they're not going to know right from wrong.
Right.
So it doesn't matter, but like he says.
Opinions don't matter, bro. And I'm not here to cater to anyone's opinions or fucking feelings. I don't need to fucking accept anybody or anything. No one needs to accept me either. I don't give a fuck.
That's right.
Like that's the whole thing behind it, is whether you give a fuck or you don't. And the people that don't give a fuck have a way better life than people who give a fuck. People that give a fuck about everything tend to whine, complain, everything's a problem, everything's a hassle, your opinion's not the same as mine, you're a piece of shit because you think differently than me. But the people that don't give a fuck are just like, well, fuck you then. It's a great thing about America is you can have your own opinion and I can have my own opinion. You can have your own thoughts. I can have my own thoughts, and we can shake hands at the end of the day and say, "I'll see you tomorrow." The problem lies where people can't discern the difference, but that comes down to the individual.
About people like when you're totally cool, y'all were you got a no fucks given attitude towards each other, but as soon as you turn your backs towards the one or the other, just blatantly talks crap about you.
Well, do you give a fuck or not?
Yeah, but see,
it goes back to what do I care or not? I could fucking care less what Josh says behind me when I walk away.
But see that's the whole difference here. That I would rather talk shit about Zach to Zach. That's like yesterday. That's like yesterday. I got mad at him because he fucking started saying why didn't I come into the fucking.
I thought you were in the house. That's all
exactly.
I thought.
But it was like, oh, I'm not gonna talk shit about him when I get off the game. That's why I said, "What the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Like, who? I'm not gonna talk shit about you. Or I'm not gonna talk shit in general, and just say it to somebody else when I could just say it to him right away."
Y'all might not be the perfect example because y'all were pretty much like.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, still same scenario though. I mean,
I could
that's
care
like
less.
that's like another person, like somebody in the chat going off and talking shit about me or whatever to somebody else that's in the chat off of our chat that we have.
Where we could get done this interview and you could be like, "Yo, man, these motherfuckers suck. Zach fucking talked his ass off. He's a fucking moron. He don't know what he's talking about." I could care fucking less, bro.
But either way, at the end of the day,
not gonna hurt my feelings. Right? It's not gonna hurt my feelings.
That's what I'm getting at with that, because I just want to let y'all know something just about me. Because for the longest time, I've always had, I don't like just exactly like y'all. I don't care what somebody thinks about me. Like it doesn't. You're not gonna change my mind because you think I am this or I ain't that or whatever the scenario is. So I totally follow y'all with that. I don't care what somebody thinks about me.
You're right, Boomer. That's it. Karens are the worst, man. I mean, I could care less. I could absolutely care less what anybody thinks, feels, says. It's not my place. My place is my well-being, my family's well-being. And what you do outside of that is up to you. I could fucking care less.
Do the whining. I just try to get a little bit more educated and understanding.
That's it, Boomer. I mean, if people understood that and just went that every day, it could be your last day, the world would be a lot better place. If you lived every day like it was your last, you would treat people better. You would look at things a lot differently. Exactly. Life is too short. It's too short to sit there and complain and moan and think everything's negative. You only get one life. No redos, no respawns. Life's not Call of Duty. You don't get to come back after you're dead and get another try. Well, can't say that. You don't know, because reincarnation could be a thing. I'm open-minded. But realistically, that don't happen. So you got to live life like it's your last and treat everybody with dignity and respect. And if they don't treat you that way, then fuck them. Ain't no harm to me. I'll still hold the door for you, but bet when I close it behind you, I'm gonna go, "You piece of shit," and walk away. But I'm gonna leave it there.
You're gonna come to a point to where it's gonna affect you personally, and then you're gonna have to decide, and that's fine. You don't have to have a care in the world, but that's where I'm at a point to where I'm not whining and complaining. I'm just trying to understand and get another aspect or another perspective of it, and then either that person learn off of it or I learn myself. That's what I was getting at.
As long as you're learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
But my own
and
beliefs just like everybody else does, but just
but at
not
the end,
forcing anybody anything. But at the end of the day, it doesn't. It's not affecting me personally, but that doesn't mean I can't talk about it.
no, and again, that comes down to opinions. But
Right.
I mean, just because of the way we act and our attitude towards life doesn't mean that we don't care about anybody or anybody's opinions. It's just,
Right.
I mean,
Well, I'm more of like on a broader spect of not just like specific individuals like myself or anybody else that we talk to or interact with online here. There's more of a broad spect of like a specific set of people, different ones, like not just one, but a lot of different ones. But it's a broad spectrum of just a certain type of people that I try to understand and have them understand me, and then I'll go to the next, and then so on and so forth. If it ain't making sense to y'all, it's totally cool. But
Not like you need to be a preacher, bro.
That there's been a few that's running my family on my mom's side.
Some type of motivational speaker, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if I can. I mean, y'all
Yeah,
know
it's
that I
almost
can
the same
talk.
thing as a preacher, though.
I mean, I can talk all day. I can talk all night, but I'm not real sure. So that falls back to earlier when I was telling y'all before we started the stream. I'm not sure what it is yet. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I know something's there. I just don't know what it is yet.
You just got to figure it out.
You'll find it out.
So,
I was gonna say you'll find your way. You'll know.
Right.
It's like
And
when they were talking about it in the chat, finding your love. You knew. So I mean, you're gonna know.
The love at first sight, yeah. That's a whole nother conversation too. I don't believe in that.
I mean,
because I give black sheep the perfect scenario.
Again, it comes down to opinions. But that's another thing too, though. How do you know that there's something else for you?
It's more of a feeling for me.
I got a feeling.
It's not when I say this. It's a long time coming. It means it's always been there. Like the feeling's always been there, but I've like buried it or pushed it to the side and said, "Hey, no, I'm gonna let me do what I want," and I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, man, more power to you.
Do what you love, bro. That's all that matters.
We'll be around either way at the end of the day. You know where we'll be at.
Right. Y'all be playing Warzone, cussing up a storm.
That's it. Raging like a motherfucker.
Either Warzone or just.
Look, I'm trying to get Josh onto some different games.
Man,
I know you got PC, Wham Bam. You need to get on some of these other games with us.
I've been watching fucking these guys play DayZ, and I'm not sold. I'm sorry.
It's like Martin. Until you get into your gunfights, bro. Your first gunfight.
Even when I watch you guys, it's not. No, I'm sorry. Don't you dare try to gift it to me either, because I will fucking send it right back if I can.
That's fucked up.
Dude, I mean, if it's like 90% off and it's like $2, then I'll buy it. But
it's not cross platform, so when you do it on PC, you can only play with PC players and console players, all that stuff. So,
but it's just, I don't know. I mean, would I try it? Yes, but I can tell already that it's like I'm only going to be entertained for so long because of the amount of stuff that goes into it. I mean, Escape from Tarkov, it might be the same thing. I mean, it might just be too much for me, and I don't want to play it. I don't know. But I will say, like some of those other games that Zach showed me, like fucking Squad and Ready or Not, those type of games right there, I'm definitely interested in. But the other ones,
first-person shooters, right? Ready or Not,
that game looks pretty badass.
Yeah, it was. I remember seeing other players play it. If
I
can get y'all to play Wrench Simulator with me, I would, but not everybody's a redneck. So.
I mean, I wouldn't mind that, but again.
But you'd play fucking Redneck Simulator before you played DayZ? Come on, bro.
But see, you didn't even let me finish.
Get your priorities wrong.
Nah, you didn't even let me fucking finish. That's like, again, I would only play it for so long, and then my interest would be gone.
Yeah, but there's things constantly changing, like there is just with.
But it's same thing with DayZ. I mean, it's everything's constantly changing. Your environment, everything, it's all changing. But it's only going to keep me fucking interested for so long, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't
mean,
know.
you can play Ranch Simulator with me. I'm like, I can have you watering my tomato plants one day and then
Feeding the pigs the next.
I can't.
Yeah,
I gotta go to bed.
Yeah,
We're
dude.
going off too far. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
fucking 3 hours, bro. We're starting to lose our
I
minds.
said an hour. I said
It's
a
a
fucking
fun
hour,
game.
Wham Bam.
Hey, you know what, dude? Brian, Black Sheep, our first one was 3 hours long, dude. I'm not surprised, honestly. Y'all been great.
I mean, conversation
been awesome from this point on. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
We'll keep on keeping on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. We'll be around. You know where we'll be.
Right.
If we ain't on Warzone, we'll be somewhere. I'm sure one of us will be streaming.
Y'all be on Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2. Warzone 2 is November, ain't it? Or December?
Yeah.
November.
I may buy Warzone. I'm not Warzone. Modern Warfare.
I haven't bought it yet. I'm on the fence whether I want to.
Me too.
I'm gonna wait
for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
But I mean, if you wait, I mean, what?
I'm gonna wait for a few days so after release.
Right.
So
you just want to
buy it on Steam though. Don't buy it through Blizzard. Buy it through Steam because you can return it if it's fucking dog shit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You can't return games on Blizzard or.
Really?
Yeah, buy it on Steam. Yeah, you can get a refund through Steam.
Wham Bam's thinking about fucking getting refunds for a bunch of shit.
I think it's after a certain amount of days though, but like 30 days.
There's on Steam.
I think it's 30 days.
Really?
I think.
I mean, I don't know. If I get it, I'm gonna keep it either way. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Well, I should have refunded Vanguard because I played all of fucking 5 hours of that game.
I enjoyed it. I don't know what you didn't really like about it.
Several hours, but that's one of the other ones I haven't played in a while was Vanguard, and I wanted to play through the storyline. Didn't you play through the part of the storyline on it?
I did, but it wasn't interesting. I'd rather play the World at War campaign.
Right.
Like,
clearly.
All right, well,
clearly.
Zach, it's still earlier for you. It's 12:00 midnight.
It's midnight, man. I've been
for the rest
staying up
of
past
us.
midnight, fucking for the past week.
I gotta get up at like.
I've been staying up the past night for the past week.
I got at least get 6 hours of sleep, mostly 8 hours, but
I get up at fucking. I get up at 3:45, 4 o'clock every day.
Damn,
really? Screw that, dude.
Yeah, probably 4. Man. I would say 4 if anything.
Do you drink coffee?
Me, yeah.
What are you drinking, black?
Nah. I mean, it depends. I definitely don't drink it black. There's creamer in there, but
what color is it by the time you mix it?
I guess. I mean,
my shit's white.
Brown either way.
Oh, dude, you ain't drinking coffee. It's white.
he's got.
I
creamer.
I like some coffee with my creamer and sugar. Let's just put it that way.
Oh man.
And which makes sense. I mean, some people like it that way. I mean, but honestly, I'll drink it either way. I just can't drink the coffee, black coffee. I can't. So
I'm right there with you. I gotta have just a little bit.
I mean, if it's a little bit or a lot, it doesn't matter. I'll drink the shit.
I can't drink it a lot. It tastes like creamer, then it's still too much.
Well, then you might as well just drink it out of the fucking creamer bottle then.
No, I mean if there's too much creamer, have you ever tried drinking creamer out of the bottle?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like super sweet.
I mean, that's what it is. It's
diabetes
just
in a bottle. Yeah, it's just
syrup.
Sugar and milk. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Black Rifle coffee. If you ain't never had it,
I heard.
Some.
I've
Yeah.
actually heard it's pretty good.
It's called AK.
I had Silencer Smooth.
Just literally got it, and I don't know about y'all, but I like dark coffee, like dark roasting.
Yeah.
So everything that I mostly drink is dark. I mean, the medium's just not. It just doesn't have. It's not strong enough for me. I don't know if I started drinking strong when I started drinking it or what, but medium doesn't do it for me. It's usually got to be dark.
Do they have like minigun or RPG or grenade?
I just Walmart sells Black Rifle coffee now.
Do they?
That's where I seen it, and I had to get some.
No shit, I might have to check it out then.
Because
my old man told me it was at Cabela's, but
we got Cabela's, but that's in South Carolina, so you can't drive far. If y'all want to any kind of before we end it, anything towards the end that y'all want to tell the viewers or not tell the viewers or any kind of?
Nah,
Well,
fuck the viewers. No.
Whoa, shit.
That's how I end every Warzone
Hey, nah,
game when Josh was like, "Have a good game."
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, fuck you. It's the East Coast coming out at me. Sorry, guys.
Clearly, your chat knows this is your last stream, man. But you helped me from the beginning. Either way,
Oh,
I
same.
appreciate you. We've been around. I mean, you've been here since I started. So
yeah, I got my Wham Bam, my Wham Bam mug.
Yeah,
Wham Bam got his. Take a picture of that thing.
I still got it. I drank on stream the other day with it.
Can I ask you for a favor?
What's that?
Send it back, bitch.
No, because that you've only had like the real custom. Anything else is after that. So that one that John Rusty got, his was like a 12-ounce mug, but it was one of the ones that I set up and designed on Streamlabs. So his is not quite as custom as yours.
Yeah, that's right. I got the best.
Yeah, because it took fucking 8 years to freaking get it to you.
Whoa, dude! And I got a T-shirt out the deal. So hey,
8 years of the T-shirt.
I took the epoxy. I hand epoxy that thing myself,
dude. I like it.
And, no, I mean that's what I said. Well, I wish I got one.
Stuff, dude. You don't realize how hard it is to get bubbles out of epoxy when you do a cup like that. But
good, man.
Yeah. If you do me a favor, like over the next, I don't know, take your time. No rush. I mean, you're in Alaska, bro. So you're going, I'm sure there's like beautiful places up there. If you take it, why don't you just snap me some pictures, bro?
I got you.
Yeah, take a picture in front of one of them sockeye salmon you got.
Snap it in front of mountains.
If you want to,
or as you're running from a moose.
Yeah.
A moose, hold the mug right behind you and snap a selfie, will you?
Right, and just if it's that's the only thing I ask. If you can, great. If you can't, I'm not going to be disappointed. But that'd be
throw it at
awesome,
a bear and take it.
Gary.
I'd share it.
Thanks, buddy. How you doing, man? We're still here talking.
So you're saying you want pictures of?
But I'm about to wrap it up, guys, because I'm hungry. I haven't had any dinner yet. It's 8 o'clock here. But we've had a good stream, man. This was fun. We'll probably do this again with some of the other guys. But we'll set something up for sure. Definitely had a good time.
A shot to where I'm assuming you drink hot coffee. I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say him. I don't know.
Yeah, I drink everything out of it, hot and cold.
I mean, because I'm assuming it's cold as hell up there right now, ain't it?
Nah, it's not.
No, like a shot that you can get where the steam's coming out of it. That'd be pretty sweet.
I got you, bud. I'm gonna bring my mug down to the river. I'm gonna set it down in a nice crystal clear ice glacier water. Yeah. And as the moose is chasing me, I'll run away and take a picture.
Damn cup better last day because I don't know how many layers of epoxy I put on the outside of that thing.
Look, man, it's held up for over a year.
Have you dropped it?
No.
Well, you mean the epoxy scratches, but outside of that, it should never, dent or break. That I wouldn't think. So, anything else you didn't want to tell your viewers or any other viewers? You want anything you want to tell me?
Thanks for everybody stopping by, hanging out, and we're here for you.
A good conversation.
I'm gonna always
an hour, 3 hours later.
Right.
Will forever be known as Wham Bam. So
yeah, you're Wham Bam to me, buddy. I don't care what you say.
The gamer tag, Wham Bam gamer tag. I don't think I'll ever not get rid of it. That'll be around for as long as I can keep it.
Me and Gunther.
I went from so many things from when I was small up until now, and that one just kind of stuck. So y'all see that Gamer One? Nothing with that'll be gone, but Wham Bam will.
Hey, it's almost an honor. It's almost an honor. Me and Gunther were able to be the last ones.
The very last ones.
It wasn't planned, but it
only took so long.
When it happens, it happens.
Gunther's fucking shit.
Whoa, dude.
He's like
I did fucking drive 4,000 miles across the country to the complete polar opposite end of the spectrum from where you guys are and where I once was.
It's my choice.
Oh, won't you miss that, Wham Bam? Won't you miss this?
quick for me. Make it real short. Like, why did you move there?
Because I felt that I should never live life on a what if. Like, what if I never went? What if I never did this? What if I never do that? I don't like the what?
Is it permanent?
No, I don't know.
So it's just temporary. You don't know.
As of right now, it's temporary. But if I like it so much that I find myself never going back to the lower 48, then yeah, it'd be permanent. But
you're renting, I'm assuming, right?
What?
You're renting?
No, we're living on base. I mean, I guess we're renting, but yeah, we're
military.
Yeah, my wife's in the Air Force.
Holy crap! I didn't know that.
I thought maybe.
No, I don't. If you did, I don't remember. But...
That's all right.
Okay.
She's been in the Air Force for about a year and a half now, almost 2.
Wow.
She's been up here for a year. So,
wow. Okay.
But I don't like to live life on a what if, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
man, or I should have, or a would have, or a could have. It's fucking do it, and what happens happens.
Right. Life's too short. I get it.
Gary said Hat-Trick would cry if I never went back. You're probably right, Gary. I'm already getting that lip anyway. Oh, don't you put on a front now.
I mean, it's been. I saw you before you left. Yes. Did either one of us shed a tear?
I might have a little bit.
Did you? Oh shit! Now I feel bad.
On the inside.
Yeah, on the inside.
Hold on. Let me scrounge up a tear out of my eyes.
Yeah, that makes me feel better.
Nah, I mean, nah. If you didn't come back, I mean, what am I gonna do?
Nah, that ain't.
Again, what the fuck am I gonna do about it?
Care, right?
It's not that I don't care, because I care about him. We've been friends forever. I care about a lot of these people.
Oh, that's so sweet.
But that's like Wham Bam. Fucking, what color's your hair under there?
That bitch is green.
It's just purple or green and yellow. Nah, but you know, it's like I care about my circle. You know, I care about the people that are around me. Yes,
I got the beard for it, Gary.
Either way, man. You know, if he came back, that's cool. You know, but it's all good. He had me buy a computer. He had me buy a paintball gun to come back to paintball, and he fucking dipped on me.
And I'll be back. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger said.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I'll be back
for a weekend, and then he'd be gone again. But you know, I mean, just like you said, you got to live your life. So I'm not gonna. Whether I fucking told him my opinion, because I did, you know, before he left.
And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
Still gone. He's still gone. Exactly. He don't give a fuck. So how appreciate that follow, buddy. But I mean, it's hey, live your life.
Nah,
do what you want.
Yeah, and the same goes for you, Wham Bam. I mean, do what you want in life, man. Bro. And I mean, as long as you enjoy it, that's what matters. Fuck what anybody else thinks or says. It's whether you like to do it or not.
Right.
Follow what you think is right, and if you get to where you need to go, or you think you should be, then that's where you're gonna be at. I mean,
appreciate y'all.
Your choice.
We're here for you, buddy.
But we're here for sure. I mean, we're a group of guys that, I mean, I'm surprised I honestly made friends or whatever we want to call each other. You know, I mean, Gary, frontman, Wham Bam, all of you. You know, it's been weird, because it was like I never would have thought I'd make friends with guys that I played fucking video games with, but you know.
Yeah.
But I met a guy a few months back that I played fucking PUBG with on Xbox. He came to my house and we fucking had tacos and drank beer and shit.
Oh, don't bring Phil into this.
Not Phil. That was Aaron. Aaron came over. The guy that I used to talk shit about the most and fucking always went back and forth with the most. I met him first. He came over here on his way to fucking Jersey.
Nice.
So, I mean, we had tacos. He met my family. It's like, it's a different world, dude. It's fucking crazy. So, all I can do is support what you choose you want to do. You know,
we're here for you, buddy.
Appreciate it, y'all.
Zach might not be, but I am.
Whoa, dude! What the fuck did I just say?
I'm gonna take your word for it. Let me come at you 6 months later, and then y'all tell me.
Hey. That's cool. I mean, hey, come. If we don't hear from you for 6 months, hey.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not that I'm going silent, but we'll say if something changes between now and then dramatically, then I'll ask you what your opinion is again, and then you can tell me.
And I'm gonna tell you, fuck off. I'm not giving you my opinion.
It ain't gonna change, man.
I ain't never gonna change. I don't give a shit. I've been this way my whole life.
Jump in Call of Duty and just don't join your lobbies, and just so you can
stream snipe us. How about that?
That's cool. That's cool.
That's what you should do.
Like I said, you You come in here and you
I'm
smash the
leaving.
lobby, I'm gonna suspect you of something, yes, and I'm gonna watch you. But I mean, come prove
I
me wrong.
might even do a better one. I complete I've already created like a backup
Oh, here we go.
Activision
He's
account.
asking. I'm getting the fuck
Yeah.
up here.
He already
All right,
admitted
guys.
he's
Good
got
night. Thanks
multiple
for coming
accounts.
by.
All right,
Fuck
bro.
this. He's got multiple fucking accounts so he can hack. God
Yeah,
damn you.
seriously, this was only like probably
It's gonna
about
be.
3 months ago, and I
That's
haven't
gonna
even
be his
opened it since.
experiment account. That's what it's gonna be. His burner account.
Yeah, there you go. It's an experimental account. I'm not going to use any hacks.
Your
I'm just saying,
burner
what if I
account.
come in? What if I come in under a name? Like I can obviously go to my Wham Bam Activision, grab
You're
your
not gonna do that.
Activision ID, and
Oh yeah, yeah.
send you an invite. You're like, "Who's this guy?" You're probably going to suspect that it's me.
I'm
But
not gonna join.
um,
You'd have to join my lobby.
yeah, but then I could just add somebody that you're friends with, and then watch when you're playing with them, and then join the lobby that way.
That's suspect, dude. I'm not gonna
Just
end up playing
fucking
with you.
stream snipe us. Holy shit.
I do that
Alright.
too, but
I gotta go to bed.
we're gonna jump off. Y'all have a wonderful night.
I appreciate y'all.
It's been fun.
All right,
It has
guys.
been. Good
Yes, sir.
conversation. I'll catch y'all tomorrow, huh?
Appreciate all of y'all, everybody coming in, hanging out with
Oh, yeah.
Hat Trick and Gamer One and me, myself.
Wham Bam.
Yeah,
Duncan.
Wham Bam.
Patrick, Gamer One, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah,
Do your
check
thing,
them
man.
out.
We'll be around.
Trick.tv on Facebook. Go check them out, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night.
All right, guys.
Appreciate it. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps it up. Man, what a fun interview. Man, we talked about everything under the sun. Started off with paintball, then we got into talking about Call of Duty and Activision patents, and then we got way off the rails there halfway towards the end and just started talking bullshit. So I appreciate each and one of all y'all stopping in and hanging out. I'm going to go cook some dinner because I haven't eaten yet. 8 o'clock here in Alaska. We're outside Fairbanks. So we'll catch up with you guys. I don't know. Probably won't be on tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But we'll definitely be back tomorrow for sure. So be on the lookout. Thanks for everybody who stopped in. New follows, new shares, all that stuff. Boomer, I'll be sure to go over to your page, give you a like and follow. I'm not sure if I'm already following or not. But I'm going to go do that as soon as I get off here. Gary, I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. Love each other. Peace.